maybe he'll say something like Bueller.
Day off.
All right, hey there, guys. It's Metro. We are back again, hanging out, doing another round of the zeros tonight. And we will, looks like we'll be helping some clothies tonight. I already got loot, though, so I won't be getting anything again. But yeah, just trying to get through, help some people, and have some fun. So we'll test out some legendaries. This will actually be now, with the new trinket, too, we could see. And small upgrades and stuff around the way. I also need to get, like, enchants and shit now that we're as geared as we're going to get, but we'll get to it. So let's get in Discord and see how it goes. All right, well, I'm ready to go if you guys are.
Who's going in your group?
Nobody.
What do you mean nobody?
I don't know if that makes it a group then.
No, I don't need much of a group.
Metro stolen? I don't know.
What trinket?
He's pretty good at that.
This one here. It's like a pretty decent DPS trinket. We'll see how it plays out. Vial of caustic liquid. I've heard good things about it. Try to get some clothies, otherwise maybe you want to come sign or Seinfeld. Sorry, Seismical.
You know, I could fill you guys right in if you need me to.
Up to you.
I think Vic was gonna come also.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah, if you guys can fill gillies, then go right ahead. I would gladly be an addition.
Maybe you guys can test the spiritual changes together.
Two healers won't make a difference.
Oh yeah, I have a low version on my hunter. It's great, sweet. Too bad the alchemy trinket won't see much use. Yeah, I don't know why the item level is so restricted. Okay, well that's 4 then. It looks like all that we'll have. So
I can help feed gear if you want.
up to I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, if you want to come. Next time.
Oh, Osh, you came back. We were worried when you left.
Were you?
Yeah,
No,
Metro
I
asked
wasn't.
the
Some of-
question, you logged off.
Some of them were. Yeah, I was like, hey Ash, you there? I want to do this thing, and you posted a picture of an owl and log off.
Jesus Christ.
And it was a cool owl though, to be fair.
Thanks. Yeah, I was multitasking. I didn't know I was still in the channel. I was cooking dinner. Let me hop on the match.
Yeah, you'll have
What'd
to.
you
Yeah.
cook?
I cooked
Do you not need size?
fish with some Indian spices.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, I mean, unless guess everybody who's in the group is staying in the group, then we got 5.
So if you want to
Need to
go, you should
petition.
go. I was just gonna pass the gear because I'm not doing the mage as a.
I mean, if you want to get your mage
Priority.
geared up, then go right ahead.
No,
otherwise,
you go. But I mean, I was gonna go like to pass the gear to other people for the most part.
Well,
Unless
then
it
that'd
was,
be
like,
sick.
hybrid.
I would love to.
I mean, I don't need any gear from there, so if you want to go.
You want to come,
That's
Slandre?
nice.
No, because I can go if they want to go.
You want to go too?
I
No, I
don't want to
don't.
go.
Should we all go? Should we 10 in it?
I can get OMC in if you don't want to come.
Hashbrown said if you guys want to go without me, it doesn't need
Gosh, bro, Jesus Christ.
Ash Brown. I knew him as Phoenix.
Yeah, well, you know what? Fuck Hash Browns. He's gonna be online for that shit, so get off.
Is there really a person named Hash Browns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Long time dude. He was here for like ever, and then he basically like wanted to quit, but he felt bad, like quitting. So he made like every basically was like, oh yeah, if you guys want to sit me tonight, that's fine, or like, oh, if you don't think I'm up to par, I don't have to come. It's like, oh my god, all right, that's fine. You could just leave.
So Minato 1.0?
Nah, he's a good guy. At least it was just a weird circumstance.
What's up?
It felt weird because he was like basically. I felt like he was trying to say I want to leave, but he didn't want to say it. And I was like, we all knew what he was trying to say, but he just wouldn't say it, so it was awkward.
How's everyone doing tonight?
It's awkward.
So
Good. How are you?
Where's
So Pyro.
this off?
I am full.
Oh,
My bad.
What'd you get? What'd you eat? What'd you eat? What'd you eat?
Brother's birthday dinner, so.
It wasn't more chocolate cake, was it?
The hunt must go
Nah,
on.
it was birthday dinner, so I had to go do some grocery shopping. And last minute, before they closed the grocery store early, so I spent like 300 steak, tenderloins. I don't know, whatever you guys normally eat at a restaurant is what I made for him. There's so
Oh, you
much
made
food,
pizza.
that's-
You made him a McDouble with large fries and a chicken nuggets.
good
You like
restaurants, he means.
McDoubles too?
That's funny.
Me and I'm
That's
a
hilarious.
fan.
That was a good one.
Are you
No,
saying that McDonald's is not a restaurant? Hold on a second. We must argue.
Wait, I love McDonald's.
Okay,
that's,
cool. We're good. We're good.
What is it? Meat with cheap cuts of meat for a good price.
How's it going this evening? It's pretty good. New tricks. What are you up to, buddy?
Australia.
Gonna get another round of zeros in. Help
Wait,
these guys out.
Um,
Hopefully, we'll get some good gear for them. I'm locked already, but we'll see.
Hold on, I'm trying to remember.
No, I'm good. I'm just.
Wait.
Oh, I got the itis.
Oh wait, no. Where the fuck was she? Is she up here?
This castle moving legendary power is also back.
I guess everyone's good now, right? We're all good.
I'm good.
Alright.
I'm good.
I'm a little hungry, but that's besides it.
Yeah, Pyro over here talking about fillet and shit, and now I'm getting
What?
hungry.
I mean, that's why I don't like talking about food with people who, they start to mouth starts to salivate and they get hungry. It's like shit.
I'm literally hungry right now, but I'm cooking dinner tonight, so it's gonna be good.
We're back getting food.
Just gonna order McDonald's.
I had Taco Bell last night.
Sarah, I need 17 more rep.
Yeah, I'm lost. I don't remember where
How much
the
more rep do you need?
1400.
I'm pretty good. Getting ready to play WoW myself here soon. I got to pull an all-nighter tomorrow, so I'm about to prepare tonight by playing WoW so I can sleep tomorrow in the daytime. Wow, you got it all figured out, huh? Holy fuck. It's another $1.
Enough?
Thanks a
Yeah,
lot, man. Another $1. Another $1. Another day, another $1. That's what
Okay,
they say,
bye, I
although
love
it's already
you.
$3 today.
Metro,
Thanks
you
for
busy?
the kisses. Oh, whoops, I didn't pick up the goats.
Sorry, I'm not as
Metro,
good of a
busy?
leader as Velocity.
Yeah, we're
That's
about to
okay.
start these zeros.
What are you about to do?
These mythic dungeons.
Okay. I caught you the wrong time. Well, Jake's is not online, so I was gonna ask you. It's okay, I can wait. It's no big deal.
You're gonna get a mail run going soon.
Yeah, we need another male person.
Mail as in,
Yes, we know. I was gonna see if anyone needs any potions or flasks, if Sarah has it really maxed out.
I'm gonna run Plague Fall later. Is there a trick to not get Ickis to attack before you clear the trash? No, he'll attack as soon as you pull one pack. So what you want to do is you want to pull them behind the mushrooms, so when he does jump there, you don't accidentally aggro him.
Sending him to
That's
Metro
the
so
main
he can
thing.
make cauldrons for the raid.
You can only make one
Oh,
per
the
day.
Eternal Cauldron.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Shade Stones are daily. I didn't know this, so.
Yeah, I can make 6. But I have to.
If you can make any and make them and then funnel them in, and I'll make the cauldrons every week.
Yeah,
Are you
I gotta
talking
do
about the shadow gas things?
No, it's
No,
called
Shade Scale.
Shade Scale.
My bad. Yeah, Shade Scale. That's a toy.
Yeah, something.
Thanks. I'm tanking and 2, so good to know. Sweet. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, man.
Stone, I'm not sure if you could use that. Buff, I don't know who used the Shade Stone, but I can. Beware.
Oh yeah, that's just.
But yeah, I can definitely get that stuff for you. So go back to that.
Oh, this dude was impressive. Oh, this is the alchemy thing. What? No, come back. Back here. Let me talk to you.
The NPC is
Taking off on me.
Are you used to that?
the NPC in Revendrift by the House of Atonement.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
The
in
High-
where the dungeon would
the
be,
High
basically.
Inquisitor. Gotcha. The lower part where the High Inquisitor. Gotcha.
And he's
Yeah, I'm
requires
looking
honored to buy the pattern if that's what
right
we're.
Yeah, it's taken me a few hours to get it.
What's the reputation?
You have to be honored
It's
or
called
be avowed
Undying Army?
the Avowed. Yeah.
to hit the reputation that you don't.
Ah, thanks for becoming a member,
Avowed.
man. I appreciate
Yeah.
that.
I don't have that. I'm only neutral.
Yeah.
Grinding one bar away from revered with ascended.
Alright, I'm gonna put one of these in the guild bank tab.
Would you just send it to me? I don't want anybody to
Okay.
misunderstand its purpose. Join could you help with that bashing problem with getting back to the hold without... Oh, yeah, that was you, right? Fuck, man, that's awesome. I'm glad that I was able to help with that, man. It's a rewarding feeling for me, honestly. I like that. I was able to help with that.
I got you. Just I have a ton of.
Especially because, you know, I'd played the beta so much and I wasn't sure if I actually learned anything important from playing the beta, but I did.
What was
I haven't forgotten. Sweet, man.
What was the way that Sarah called it? Vandyland?
Vampland?
How do you
Vanderbilt. That was the football thing we were talking about the other day.
Spell it? Oh, Phaedrum.
Those two I linked.
That's some good damage there.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what you would need for like blacksmithing and stuff, but
Shit, I wish you'd have told me earlier about the Phaedrum. I sold like quite a few stacks. Sorry.
oh man.
I'm sorry. I mean, I can buy it back. Some velocity, a whole bunch of 51 stacks of lightless skill silk.
That was Trainer to Madness too. That was so funny.
Oh, you died from...
So I don't know
Yeah, I died from hitting my button.
Huh. Yeah, battle res. Yeah, I guess that's not a problem.
I can trade these bad boys.
they change it so that you can be bound.
Oh yeah. I'll rock you those bracers size.
Yeah, if I say I don't need, just roll.
Sign the gems I sent you, were they usable or?
What was that pirate?
I said sign Phil. The gems I sent you, were they useless or were they?
Which ones did you send me?
I don't know.
Okay.
I sent you like I don't know. I got it from a chest drop, and the chest I had you open is what I got it from.
Yeah. I mean, if it wasn't usable for me, then I sent them over to Af because he uses the other ones. So I'm sure they were usable to one of us at least.
Hey, you have any vids on spell rotation and just all around how to play Blood DK? Nah, I'm not really into that kind of general stuff. But if you have any specific questions, I'm happy to answer them for you.
Oh, and it take you to your legendary.
I want to talk about it. There's probably like a total of about 50 runs. Yeah.
Oh, you did get it though? That's good.
Yeah, finally.
Congrats.
Thanks.
Soul Stalker Donna's up.
You're pretty quick on solving those puzzles. Yeah, I've done it a lot, Maverick. It's actually pretty easy. Once you know what you're looking for, it's very easy. Like that one was just the easiest one 3 times in a row too, so that helps. Basically just find the 3 flowers and then it's the petal that you go into. Awesome. I'm loving the class so far. I did my first dungeon as a tank and I did pretty good. That's awesome. Blood DK, you mean?
Medics, Rusty. You can do it if you want to.
Pretty cool.
Worthwhile, did you do it?
I did it, but I was having fun doing it.
I didn't even look at that one. Apparently it was that one. I literally did not even look at it. I just ran into it by accident. It's funny.
This wriggling vine.
Any tips on holding aggro better as Blood DK? Unfortunately not. Our threat isn't great. Just make sure you prioritize Blood Boil as much as you can. And then obviously, you know, I don't know what Covenant you're using, but if you're really worried about aggro, you can go Venthyr plus Bone Storm, and you should have a lot of burst damage on the pull.
All the other.
Mythic Trap has a mini game there to help. Oh yeah, I saw that. That's cool.
You only get 5 per week, right?
If you do a few scythe runs, it's really easy, yeah. Just 3 different characteristics, and the one stands out.
So that means next
Got
week
Pally, Druid, and DK all the 60. Seems really nice. They all seem nice. Sweet.
you use 8 of
Yeah, those are all good tanks right now, it looks like. Druid's on the up and up, man. I'm happy to see that. After a few years of mediocrity here.
or wait,
Why is it? So it's that one.
11. You use 8 of 11. Have 3 left over, so then the following week you can use 8 again. But if you use 8 next week and the week after, then you again can't buy anything the week after that, where it would be the first week that you could get the
These dungeons are so much more fun than BFA. I totally agree. Yeah, 100%.
so
What does it actually do? Court?
Perfect. I'm Venthyr and it works great with Mist and Bone Storm. Yeah, no doubt. That's exactly what you'd want to do.
Did what?
there's a bunch
For
of
sure.
like story and quest.
Can't wait for the second Druid Legendary.
Party
Or the
stuff.
2 Druid Legendaries. They seem to have the strongest
Is that a
legendaries.
red
They
blue?
probably have the single strongest legendaries for sure. Like each one individually. Not the whole kit though, unfortunately.
Faction specific building.
Because some of them are
so it's
shit,
almost
but
like the Queen's Conservatory for Night Fae then, something like that.
Yes, it's exactly the same. Idea.
Makes
To move
sense.
these
Makes sense.
To wait and pick up something better.
most of these dungeons just feel so much wide open versus the closed BFA dungeons. Yeah, I could agree with that. I mean, the main thing is there's no Tolagor, right? Which was just a terrible, terrible design.
It's worth it to you.
Really bad. I mean, I know they wanted to design a prison, but
This week
they did it. It's not recommendable.
they're 3 weeks of upgrade, so it's like don't get anything next week and don't get anything.
Dungeons have a nice flavor, and the Covenant integration is nice. I actually agree, yeah. I'm glad that you agree too. I totally agree that the Covenant stuff is
The
a nice
upgrades
little
are
touch
all
to it.
kind of, like minuscule.
Not mandatory like people say, but I mean, it's obviously nice, and you know, you have some incentive to bring multiple people. Multiple Covenants.
It's kinda like
So that's that one.
November parties.
Circle.
I'll give. Leaf, maybe? Or circle?
Only one with the circle.
Now Totally is a level up dungeon. It's true. Plaguefall will probably be the dungeon I will hate the most. Oh, really?
And I can't see underneath.
That was close. Celestial Gamer, thanks for the sub. What else? I kept getting yelled at by the tank to interrupt Patty Cake on the boss ability, and they didn't know that only the... Yeah, only the tank could interrupt it. That's funny. Do you think it's worth buying one of the 200 Dark Moon trinkets? The only reason you would buy that is so you could trade any other trinket that's 200 or lower. So no, not really. Hi, I'm Paladin main. I am scared I won't be tanky enough to push high keys. Should I reroll Demon Hunter or Monk? Paladin's perfectly fine to do keys, and their offense is really high, but I don't know. I mean, if you're not comfortable surviving on a Paladin, then maybe you should change, yeah. I would say you don't need to, but if you want to, it might not be a bad idea. For sure.
Yeah, it kind of cucks you.
You are tanky enough as a Paladin, even though they rely more on active mitigation. I would say their defense is a little shaky right now. So if you're not feeling confident playing it, then it might be time to switch, yeah. But make no mistake, this is not because the Paladin cannot do keys. It's just because you particularly don't feel like you can.
Heal.
It depends on what level we're talking about, too, of course. If we're talking about 10s and shit, then it doesn't really matter.
Keep it real.
Okay.
What do I do with these Grand Inquisitors Simstone weapons? Shoot who?
About Arcanist fan, I think his name is.
Wait, this is broken. If you join a group with somebody under 60, you get rep from farming the regular mobs in this area as if you weren't friendly yet.
Oh, so that's actually broken.
In the
Yeah.
winter green area,
Reported.
over by the harp.
Oh, you're gonna get banned, sir. He reported you.
I just saw a group doing that earlier. I didn't know what they were doing.
Well,
so I wasn't
I'm reporting him as well.
What?
Under what grounds?
Abusing the report system.
That is actually bannable, yeah.
Oh, no.
Is that really?
I had a tough time deciding between DK and Monk personally. I mean, I literally decided the second I logged on, and I went with Monk. It's funny, and you'll always be able to do more, right? Like you can always level more characters and play more characters in the future. Not a problem.
Yo, so this like whole area is pretty indicative that like the Shadowlands is coming apart, right? Because like even in the mall you can see like there's like floating land masses off in the distance, because like and there's like buildings on that shit. So it used to be inhabited, right? And then this has a giant world tree that's like coming off, basically. Like, right?
Sure.
I'm not sure if that's the implication. I think it's just like that was the case for BC, but this is the Death World, so these are just the edges of the realm.
Once I get Monk 184, I'll probably level the DK next. It's such a fun class. Yeah, they're both fun for different reasons, for sure.
River of Souls, originally the original destination wasn't with the Arbiter, but just to go straight to the Maw, which was more like an extension of Oribos that had basically the groups of all the covenants in it.
Okay, last boss.
Something along the way.
Short one, you know? You start with the short dungeons.
Segregated them, and they got power hungry, so they divided, or whatever. And there's like remnants of this. It's a lore thing.
What is this jailer sympathizer? Kick him out. Kill that dude.
Well, Sarah said that the jailer is Denathrius or something. Did you see this?
It's the rune carver is the Primus
That's it.
who has been disguised by the Nazareth.
I do have a favorite dungeon in Shadowlands. I'm not sure I have a favorite one because I really like them all.
Yeah, I saw
I also don't really have a least favorite either. But if I had to pick a favorite, I guess it would be this one. I really like this one. I feel like very confident with this dungeon. There's nothing like crazy hard in it for me. And I feel like I've mastered that maze well enough that I can always make a big impact on that. Legion artifact ability sadly feels like a wet noodle on DK. I really liked it back then. What is this?
Velocity. I'm fearing it.
Just fear him. You didn't interrupt the cast that made you mind controlled.
Yep.
I had been getting it, but I always end up alternating between that and the consume, and then it's not back off CD.
Yeah, I got that last consume, but I think I overlapped.
Do you feel like the last boss, Joris, thanks for the sub. Do you feel like the last boss of Theater of Pain is the hardest in all dungeons? Maybe. This one I used to say it was the hardest, but it's not really. Not really. I don't feel like that anymore. Oh, you got the pet. That's a great little guy.
I got it last week as well. I don't know if everybody got it.
Oh no, yeah, I don't have him.
Anyone need the head?
I think my favorite is Sanguine Depths. Gotcha. It's a good one.
Not sure because I'm on the load screen, but I think I have a better one. Going to the other side.
Yeah, the other side next, guys. D, Ohio State University. Alright, well, we can make a cauldron already. Sanguine is also nice because there is almost no stealth detection. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool.
That's where Jerry Sandusky came from, right?
No, that was Penn State, the rival of Ohio State.
Yeah.
My grandmother and his wife were very close friends. It broke her heart when this happened.
Oh, Jesus. Well, I can imagine.
Mostly because, like, you know, nobody knew, like, his wife. Like, think about what your wife feels like when it comes out that you've been raping children for 50 years. You know what I mean?
Rip Jerry, man.
I can't remember what comedian did a bit about this, but they were just like, when did he find the time to do this between coaching all these people and all?
Anyway, Sanguine is also nice because there's almost no stealth detection, like I feel everywhere else. Gotcha.
I can't remember. It
Yeah,
was
no doubt.
Bill
It's
Cosby.
there's definitely some good places to skip, but
Bill Cosby is a very, like, talented stand-up comedian.
does your guild do or plan to do any weekend raids? Nah, no weekend stuff. Mostly just Mythic Plus on the weekends.
Oh my god.
Maybe the first few weeks we'll do some raiding, but unlikely. We used to do it in the past, but I think those days are behind us now that Mythic Plus is out.
Yeah, the Dave Chappelle bit about Bill Cosby is definitely the best one. He's like, he probably, it's like once everything came out and it's during the court proceedings, it's like, he probably only raped 10 of those women. He does this whole bit where he's talking about all the good things that Bill Cosby did years and years back. And, you know, like all the things he donated to and the PA system that Martin Luther King spoke on. And he's like, and all this time, Bill Cosby had raped 34 women.
Alex, thanks a lot for the sub, buddy. Welcome. Subs are coming quickly. We're probably at 20k now, huh?
I can't remember which special that is. It's one of his
Should be very close. I was hoping to hit it before Shadowlands, but didn't.
So good.
Didn't make enough content, frankly.
It's probably one of the best stand-ups that was ever made. Especially because he like links that bit into his closing bit. It's like it comes full circle back around with the Bill Cosby thing, and the other special they released at the same time does the same thing, but with what's his name, O.J. Simpson.
You made a ton of content. What do you mean? No, not right. Like the 2 weeks before Shadowlands, I was pretty AFK, honestly.
Very nice looking mod, Metro.
Oh yeah, I've been using this for a long time. I went away from it. Well, probably your entire time of knowing me, actually, because I like that minimalist look with the shirt and everything. But now that it's blue all day, I'm going blue all day with transmog.
Even on the pally.
Yes, sir.
Man, all the knife animations are so great. I was playing on my hunter when I was doing the urban mining. The survival hunter one is like this AoE hunter's mark thing on the ground that looks kind of like your death.
Yeah, that's really cool, right?
Except every time you use an ability, it like AoE moonfires everything in the area with a like bright blue moonfire. So.
Madness.
Maybe you shouldn't use that so much.
I did.
I mean, look at the chart. He's fucking crushing it too, so it's totally worth it.
Didn't know we were pulling down. I did it on the first mob I saw. Thinking, of course, this is gonna die in 30 seconds. We're not idiots.
Not me, anyway.
They went there. Not you, yeah. I know. I'm a fucking idiot.
What are you blaming Metro?
No, I'm saying if I was harder and I knew the dungeon, that wouldn't have been a problem.
Wow, that was weird. I got knocked back twice by those two smaller skeletons, and then I almost got permanently knocked back from that big dude. If I didn't use Death's Advance, I probably would have died there. Game is ripping these charts up though on AoE. It's nuts. We crushing this shit.
I'm actually kind of wishing I came on my mage. I have that legendary on him. Almost kind of wanted to test it. And I got my BIS conduit that like combos with the legendary. But, oh.
Worgen, thanks for the sub, buddy. Another sub.
Just drop a block and go on mid.
I mean, you can just do it right now if you want.
Nah.
This isn't a key. You can leave whenever you want.
Alright, drop it to the lower level.
Yep. Let's go back to heroic. When would you take Bone Storm over Red Thirst? For me, right now, the answer is never. But if I was Venthyr and if I was Venthyr and I was doing content that wasn't extremely challenging my health pool, I would probably use Bone Storm permanently, because it does feel like with Venthyr plus everything else we got in Shadowlands, you're gonna have way too much runic power, so you're never gonna be able to spend it without Bone Storm. But for me, playing Night Fae, I don't think I would ever take it. Just because, even though it's a good offensive spell, I don't feel like it's a good habit to get in right now for me. Because I want to push as hard as I can, as early as I can, and I feel like I'm going to need Red Thirst for that. But it would have definitely been a good idea to use it while leveling and doing the easy content, because it's good damage and, you know, it does heal, of course. It's just, I don't feel like it's anywhere near as valuable for the healing as it would be for the damage. But I don't know. I don't tend to use it a lot because I don't want to get used to having it and then not have it again sometime in the future. Hey, Blood Raven, though, what's up, buddy? My DK is a Dungeon Twink. Bone Storm Venthyr feels really nice. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to level my Night Elf, Blood Elf, and go Venthyr and see how they play differently. But I don't know when that will be. That'll be a while away, one way or the other. This is such a small area to fight honestly, though. This will be unfortunately, this will be a very bad boss for multiple melee.
The chocolate cake is
You're a
good.
nasty one, but you've been making him pay him debt. Sooner or later, him gonna be back. You can't keep a bad lord down.
I'm Necro Unholy, but plan to side project Blood to get better at tanking. Your content helps a lot, especially the Google Doc you make. Sweet, yeah, I'm going to continue to do as much as I can, so I hope that it will continue to help. But if you have any questions, let me know. I'll do my best to help.
Me want them souls, Bon Sandy. Me want Rastakhan and all the others on the Lord. It ain't wise.
Where did the stag form come from? It's like from a rare in the zone that has to be summoned. And I only got it because somebody in the zone was like, hey, I'm summoning it. Why don't you guys come and do it? And I was like, all right.
The only power that counts be death, and death be coming for them all.
One back there didn't get killed. I don't know if it's better to just stun him so he doesn't do the ability, or probably not. Gotta get that one. Oh, I love this one. Yeah, this is definitely my favorite. It looks like the mount. There was a mount that's very similar. So it's kind of funny to have like a fucking travel form that looks exactly like a mount. What's the most annoying dungeon boss for you currently? I don't know if there is one. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're all so easy because it's the zeros are just a joke. I don't know. Maybe Hakar. Hakar is pretty tough because you have to stay in melee range all the time, and there's all this shit on the ground. I don't know. I can't think of any one specifically. I haven't done them enough for me to have biases. You know what I mean? My opinions are all like fresh at this point, so I don't really feel bad about any of them. The whirlwind mobs in the dungeon give so much damage for DK Pat? Oh yeah? Which ones? The whirlwind ones.
You can lost that effect, Vic.
Yeah, I remember. It's over there. So. I'm glad they're getting more use out of these models because they look fucking awesome. Look, Mythic Run next.
Beware.
See these again like 3 expansions from now. They still look awesome.
Beware.
From my understanding, Mechagon was no return to Garazan, but I didn't play Legion, so...
I saw a DPS posting that he had Unholy at the top. I hate when my spec gets that extra attention. I'd rather be in the middle of the pack. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. But at the same time, it's nice as a content creator to be playing the spec that everybody's playing.
Remember
More
though,
people
that
are going to be
LC's
looking
on
at
the
stuff,
few
but
people in the world who
either
get
way,
the
I'm satisfied, I guess. I'd rather it be not overpowered, but... The ones that do Bladestorm might have been the ones behind... Oh yeah, I know which ones you mean now.
I'm gonna say, my favorite was the top. When you played that shit clean, it felt like butter.
White crust banner.
Oh,
I really like Toldagor.
stop. You mean Twilight Devastation. I think you're getting your act.
My bad.
Pretty cool.
I did
Did
like
that
Toldagor, I just didn't like how dumb it was.
I will see balance is really off.
Grabbed aggro on all the exploding things and they blew up on it harmlessly. Because they don't take pets don't take damage from AoEs.
Oh yeah. You guys want to stand here? You don't want to stand in the middle of this? Go see that.
Run trash.
Oh, what's that back there? There's a button. You guys see that button?
Back when they first made pets immune to AoE, people used to run into the bombs on them. I fucking interrupt this 30-second cool.
Does engineering really turn the slime off?
Yep.
That's cool. Is there any other profession stuff like that?
Not that I've seen.
Had to give engineers something.
What about their
these
thing
mobs
that
are
you have?
Legos are annoying because for me, Blood Mallet says one thing. Well, Blood Mallet is definitely way off. I wouldn't look at that right now. They're way behind. Discord and Wowhead is all just opinions, though, so keep that in mind. You can have your own opinion, right? You don't need to tell. You don't need to listen to somebody else's purely.
Take on your current target, like at the rate that it's currently done.
But yeah, the Blood Mallet shit is like they're gonna try to get everything going by raid week, I think, but
Weak auras and damage meters
everybody's
are cheating and
still
immoral.
getting together.
Well, what if I had to adjust based on the heal center?
What the fuck is this priest doing?
I'm trying.
I don't know which one.
Person playing M+.
This
I'm
shit
sorry.
DPS priest keeps dying and he trash one mob. We find one mob and he dies. Is he pulling a cop?
No. Are there any chains in the dungeon?
Oh no.
Hello, cop.
Metro fell off.
Metro's
fell off.
slime is slippy.
The slime is slippy. Yeah. Did you notice there are like 3 dungeons that DK can troll others on?
Chains are a little
Path of Frost,
you know what I mean? Like,
Into the Water, you can kill people. Yeah, you're right, you're right. Where did you get your boot legendary? It's from Mortregar, if that's what you mean. Or if you mean the item, I made it myself. Crafted it as blacksmith on my paladin.
Are you doing okay?
Yeah. So far.
Fuck, he took the portal. God damn it. That would have been pretty fucked up if I killed him there.
Remember that time you blew up the broker when I was trying to buy shit from him?
Mm-hmm. I still bring it up every time I get it. I'm like, hey.
Oh, the rune card request line, yeah.
The very first ability I got was the mob rat health one. The very first one.
West Sprocket
So
Ave.
much health right now.
It's really nice. I got this distract one where if you just let distract go off, after 10 seconds they'll blow up.
I'm playing in Asia at the moment, so reset day has just completed. Oh, jeez.
No way I was just like,
Gotcha, forgot about that.
I was like, whatever.
Yeah, we're gonna kill him again.
Oh, should we not kill him?
Yeah,
I
it doesn't
mean,
matter.
Obviously, it doesn't matter, but
Yeah, if we kill him, that means we probably kill her too, so. Metro, what do you think about Feral Druid in Shadowlands? I'm playing with Feral, and I think it's not as bad as the beta test said. I still think it's a useless spec, but yeah, it's certainly, you know, if you enjoy it, then play it. Oh, you already made your legendary? Mine is off a world boss whose schedule hasn't even been announced yet. Ah, really? Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That ain't my job to kick that bomb.
Mine is already crafted. Yep. Okay, here's the damage here. I'll put. No, just kidding. Fuck. You playing Hunter Maverick? I think Unholy's like that too. Maybe that's what he's playing. Guild Buddy plays Feral. He's doing really well. Just comes down to what you like in the end. That's a big part of it, yeah. I also play Feral. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, guys. It's a real shame. I liked you guys, but now I can't anymore because Feral's a loser spec. No, I'm just kidding.
Anybody need that staff? it offhand, but my main hand was blue, so it would be better than that.
Away from
It's
you.
not ideal.
All them sacrifices.
In the same position.
All that blood. How they were gonna
Good main hand, bad
Can't really
offense.
pull that with nobody here.
Bad stats for my stuff.
worshippers. The jailer gonna give me all the power I need. And one Sandy the one who gonna be forgotten.
All right, Marksman Hunter isn't available yet as well. Ah, damn.
I'll get first stun here.
Maybe just hold on to it in case we both get the main and offhand that we need, and then we can just doesn't show.
I always thought it would be awesome if Pharaoh was a pet spec, you and your Pride of Lions. Oh, that'd be pretty neat. Shit, that'd be fucking really cool. That's an interesting thought. 25% haste increase, though, I'll tell you what. I'll take that shit all day. 51% haste, standing still. How about that? Alright, see you later. Could have swore that was turned the other direction.
Oh, that actually knocked you out.
Yeah, the erupting darkness. It looked like, did somebody like stop him from casting it? Because it looked like I was out of it and then he hit me.
No,
Are you going to try and get
we're gonna land on
to
the
14 keys next week? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Yeet, yeah.
What's this Night Fae do back here?
Stuns mobs
Stun.
for a long time.
Now old one Sandy don't just be making these on.
Probably should have used that, realistically.
Brokers be looking for power.
Pharaoh Druid would just buff and command the lines for damage. That would be neat, honestly. Metro, do you feel like Deathstrike Legendary you got recently makes a noticeable difference? Well, I haven't really done any keys that are, or any dungeons that are like particularly challenging, like where I need to use Deathstrike very well. But it will, for sure. I used it in Legion, and I remember the effect it had. Was it worth it? Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's the only option right now. Like, there's a couple other ones we could have crafted, but they're definitely way worse than this. And the one that I would craft instead is not available yet, so it's definitely worth it. What's the highest key you should do once geared? Once geared, what do you mean? Highest that you can get? Keys are all about like gradual progression, so keep trying and getting better every time you go out. Where do these Spriggans come from?
I don't even know what buttons pressed it on. Like AoE, it's like
Respec is probably the button you press.
probably.
Yeah, I had that problem. The few hours I played it at max level, it was like you have to set up so hard so the pack has to live long enough, and if you set up on the wrong target, then it's fucked.
And it's even more extreme than ever because like your dots have so little damage just because all your damage is supposed to come from Rapture. And like if you don't even get to your Rapture phase properly, like it's very awkward. But cool spec nonetheless.
I mean, it's probably been like this a lot of times in the past, but it's just probably better off to pick the target that has the most health and just single target.
Honestly, yeah, you're right.
Just because everybody else will just kill everything too fast, so it doesn't make any sense.
Hey Valis, long time no see, man. How you
It
been?
won't look good on the meme.
What rune you use on your weapon? Fallen Crusader right now? Although I'm very interested in trying the other Sanguination one apparently that has some impact to do with the legendary. It's pretty cool.
It's all about looking good on your meters.
I mean, obviously you want to do whatever it is that is.
No, you're right. It that's a totally good mindset, honestly, for Mythic Plus, especially like if your niche is single target, then just like get the mob out the way. Don't be like blade furying or whatever.
It just depends on who is in your group, I guess, because like some classes do so much AoE that it's like if you don't do the AoE, then
Doing well. Just getting a handle on all that is Shadowlands. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Let me know if you have any questions. It's pretty wild right now. Pretty wild.
I did this a few times in Heroic and I saw a tank
pull through the water there and jumped off the waterfall. Skipped
Oh.
this dragon.
That's interesting. I didn't know you could do that.
The only thing over there is like birds or whatever.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
I wonder how much
Guess
count
it's
this
less
guy-
count or whatever.
This gives a lot of count, though, yeah. But there's a lot of stuff here. Let's see this. Oh yeah, there's like a little hole here. Holy fuck! Wow. Interesting.
I think you could probably walk to the right here as well. Just skip the reason. Without going through the hole.
Yeah, but I assume this room is gonna be Count City. Like this is gonna be like mass pulled.
Yeah, you get like 40% of the dungeons count in this area. And there's not any optional count anywhere else, so if there's actually enough mobs here to skip that thing, then you probably do want to skip it. Anyway, had any luck getting more gear since the reset? Yeah, I got a lot of gear last night, yeah.
I skipped that Mechagon trash, honestly.
I hit 183 and tried a bit legendary boots. They're alright, I guess. They're very good, yeah. It's not, maybe not the most noticeable thing, like it doesn't make a big crazy playstyle change, but you will notice it when you can get a couple extra death strikes off in a minute, you know?
We're back in front of the trash is. I'm sure that was awful with that pillar thing from last season.
What's the best place to farm gear? The dungeons? Well, actually, honestly, PvP might be the answer. If we're not talking about Mythic 0 dungeons, then probably PvP. Obviously, you want to do a round of zeros every week for at least the first 2 weeks. I think it's like 6.8 something RP or something. I didn't do the math. Yeah, it's 15% of the death strike, so it's either 40 or 45% depending on, or 40 or 45 runic power depending on how it works.
You ready to be out? What about either a quarter or a half left of this cast? It looks like is a pretty good time.
I just realized you do take fall damage, so if there's a way that you could take less damage from the magic than from the fall damage, then you should just stay down.
That is true.
You can't mitigate fall damage.
You can mitigate fall damage by being in cat form.
Oh,
Fall
okay,
damage
fair enough.
bracers.
Or soul shape down or something like that.
Or gloves, one of those.
Metro, is there a catch-up function for Soul Ash? I just did 60 day. I missed 1-8 or 8-10 Soul Ash from last week and went to make a legendary. Yeah, no, you're out of luck. Once a week, that's all you get the option. But the you know, just realize that there's only so many legendaries, right? So it's like not like you'll be permanently behind. Like eventually, there won't be any legendaries to make anymore. So, why Night Fae over Venthyr? I like it better, Danny boy. I just love Night Fae, honestly. Absolutely my favorite covenant. By a mile. Just like why I play Blood DK over Vengeance, you know? I prefer it, even though Vengeance is way stronger right now.
Struck a deal for old Odin's eye and made the Banshee war chief with a whisper.
Kim, as you take back right, velocity top right, and Metro top left.
Top meaning the stairs, or?
Like front.
Okay, cool, yeah. Yeah, if we all take one, we can kill this in one phase easily. Yeah. Where did the Deer Night Fae form come from? It comes from a rare that you have to summon. There's like a horn called Rainbow or something like that. I'm not actually sure. Some guy in the zone just told me that it was up and I went and got it.
I think
Fuck.
it's worth getting some damage in on this boss, though. Like, honestly.
Well, yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have to do.
Yeah.
He only takes 80% of his health, and you have to get him to 10%. So that means you have to do 10% of his health.
I used to be under the impression it fully killed him and no damage mattered.
At one point, it did, but they changed it.
Oh.
Oh, the front smash is really small. Like I thought I was gonna hit by it there, and it didn't.
And Shattered Reality coming after this.
Beware. You best hurry. The price don't matter now. Foolish mortals. Me be the true god of death.
I ended up going vent there, swarming, missing bone swarm. Yeah, no, that's pretty cool, Alex, for sure. If you like that Covenant, that's a great option. I just don't like the Covenant at all. The ability's cool. I wish I could have the ability, but definitely, unfortunately, that's about it.
We still need to do like 6%.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, but you get a giga haste
Yeah,
buff?
huge haste buff, yep. Yeah, we did it easily.
Times change, man. Mortals
Any
never
rollers
believe
in chat?
them to be. You see, they have potential.
Fair was lucky that I kind of like both. Hope you're having a good time. Oh, I am absolutely. Yeah, this has been the most fun expansion ever. Like I cannot express to you how fun this has been.
Yo, roll pants.
Wounded Loa, captive Loa, critically wounded, shackled by a... Wow, shackled by Bwansamdi, captive for eternity. That's weird.
Yeah.
One Sunday, but you be nothing before the jailer. You better watch your tongue, little thing. One Sunday, the boss man now.
Bastion Dungeons?
Sure.
Go on your mage.
No.
Our legendary is going to be 100% drop chance from raid bosses. No, not from raid. I mean, there's going to be 4 difficulties of raids too, right? So LFR will probably be mad low. Normal will probably be like 25%. Heroic will probably be like 50%. And Mythic will probably be like really close to 100% or something like that. I don't know. Who knows? We'll find out next week, I guess. I definitely don't think they're going to be like... I don't think everybody's just going to get them the first week, though. That'd be pretty fucked, honestly. You'll get them from one clear and that would be it. You never have to go back. That doesn't sound like what they're trying to do.
What is your quarry? Watch the shadow.
I was just running out because everybody else was, but how come you don't just hearth and fly there, Mark?
Yeah, I have idiocy at times.
Oh, okay. I thought there was a reason, but that works.
We said?
What was that?
We're gonna bash.
Oh yeah, bash. Yeah, let's do Necrotic Wake there. Can't wait till higher renown so you can teleport to each Covenant Island instead of flying. Oh, really? You could teleport? How's that work? I think that only works for your Covenant, doesn't it?
In Ouroboros, I mean.
What was that?
All the rep quartermasters, like for Wild Hunts, Court of the Harvesters, or whatever, there's all 5 of them are standing next to each other in Ouroboros here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can buy this pattern for the Avowed in Orvos.
Oh, I didn't know that. Where?
I don't know about the Avowed. It's just the
Yeah, I
4 main
checked it
ones,
out.
or 5 main ones. Oh, yeah, Avowed right there.
Metro's PvP
But yeah,
and
so,
PvE gear the
it's
same
right
in Shadowlands. Yeah, I guess so.
south,
As long as it's the
just
same
west
item
of
level, that is.
It's like in the enclave part.
Opens portals in your Covenant base to the other places. Huh, I didn't know that. Mining and
I
blacksmith
originally
good for
went to
blood
the
decay. Yeah, that's a great
part of the
option. You make your own
harvesters to
gear.
rep quartermaster that's like way out in the middle of nowhere.
Engineering has the
The first town
Shadowlands
that you go
wormhole
to
generator,
north
which
when you
does the
first start
same.
questing
Oh,
there.
cool.
I was
Didn't
like,
know
this
about that.
can't possibly be the only way you can go to this quartermaster in the middle of nowhere.
I think they have absolutely knocked it out of the park with some of these dungeon bosses. Some of them feel like nearly raid bosses. Yeah, you Muzala fight, right? That's like a raid boss. That one, the couple of them are really well done. And they're not too, like, difficult, you know? I feel like they're the right difficulty. It's working really well. I love everything about this expansion. I've yet to find anything I really dislike. The one complaint I had yesterday, though, was that I couldn't continue with my quest for Tyrande and shit because it was in the Maw and I'd already capped that on Eye of the Jailer without realizing. So that was disappointing. But past that, I loved everything about it. The guessing game can get out. I fail every time. Well, I have a video, very short, like 3-minute video telling you everything you need to understand for that. Once you watch it and see it, I think you'll never have trouble with it again. That's probably like the thing that I like the most about that dungeon. It's like a very, you know, individually skilled based thing. Like, it's not combat, it's not anything. It's just, do you know what you're doing? And if so, you'll do it. It's pretty cool, pretty rewarding. This zone is just fucking beautiful though, man. I'll tell you what. I cannot get over how nice this expansion is, just visually. The thing for me is people posting dumb prices on Auction House.
Metro,
But I
what's
guess
your
that's
Venari
always
rep
true.
after knocking out those weekly quests?
What's my what?
Venari rep.
Let's see. 4.4555.
Damn, you're doing really well.
Thanks, ma'am. Why? What are you at?
I try to nerd mode it, and I'm only at 5K.
Gotcha.
Some of the big boys, they're just passing into the next rank, but that's all they are ahead of us after like sweating their brains.
They're really sweaty. I saw that. Yeah. Oh, guy was dripping.
It's insane. My shaman is 3K into tentative.
That goes to show I have been reiterating this, and it is the equivalent of grinding out that extra vessel in 8.4. You know, like, you had to do so much extra work just for an extra vessel a week. Which
Oh yeah, like killing mobs and shit, right?
Yeah. So
anyway, the best boss by far is Theater of Pain and boss. Good mechanics, but much to do. Since I am at home office, I get a lot of time, and after 1.5 days, I get everything done right now. Sweet. Glad to hear it, man. Runelock chest and traps and Torghast is my least favorite. Oh, cool. Yeah, I wouldn't really count individual things within Torghast, but I guess those aren't necessarily something I love either. The traps are definitely a pain.
I just killed a cat.
But that's all part of Torghast in my eyes.
also, one more thing. You can actually buy the upgrades for Torghast and the Maw on any character you want. So, like, if you have a character you would rather get gems on first, then buy those upgrades on a different character.
Yeah, but you gotta do it on other characters.
True.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, K-Maz? You gonna do that?
That's a great question.
We'll get right on that.
So how is the 1 to 50 experience in Shadowlands? Oh, it's awesome. We've been doing that for a while now. That's been out for a long time.
What the conversion is now for level 70.
Probably 25.
This temple was merely the first to fall. Soon, all of Bastion will burn.
Wellington Winchester. All right, thanks for the subs. Funny name. Mitchell, which do you feel is harder for a new tank? Oh god, of course, Blood. Are you kidding me? They're like the polar opposite. Guardian Druid is like the easiest tank, and Blood is the hardest tank.
Careful, blight bags pulling somehow.
They wandered 1 inch into the edge of the halo as I was casting. It's like, hey, I'm fine right here.
Which potency conduit is best right now? Potency is not great. I guess just the Covenant one is probably the best, depending on which Covenant, but not a lot of good potency options for Blood, it seems. There's amazing defensive and finesse conduits, though. Potency conduits are pretty just straight up, like, just get the best one that you want, and that's it.
There's no talents. I was gonna switch talents.
With friends or guildies, what do you mean? Yeah, I did a lot of leveling challenges. You can check those out if you want to see them. Blood by far IMO. Yeah, absolutely. Starting dungeons. Started dungeon grinding on my Demon Hunter tank yesterday. Still as fun as before, but now I can breathe fire. Smart. It's good to hear.
You're solo.
The Heart Strike one is neat. I'm mainly using Mishal at the moment, though. Longer dancing rune weapon and HP. Gotcha. Yeah, mine has just got an offensive one, so I don't have an option for that.
10 seconds to recharge it fast.
Oh, like if it dies within 10 seconds, it resets.
Yep.
Just careful of the pat there. Velocity.
Yeah.
You want to stay against this right wall? I see my ex-wife as a dungeon boss this expansion. Yeah, I guess you're probably right. That's funny.
Alright, that's a boss.
Yep.
Some bosses feel like mini bosses, and some mini bosses feel like bosses.
Metro, are you going to pug more runs? I enjoy those because it's more fun than watching your guildmates run through instances. Not this week, no. We'll be pugging again in the future, but right now we're trying to maximize our time, you know? Don't have any reason to pug when I'm already saved. But yeah, obviously, in the future we'll be pugging a lot of stuff. Do you think Blood is good in Mythic Plus? I'd say so, yeah. Not great, but they're, you know, average.
What does that describe an anime do, Metro?
You'll see.
Giganess.
To say Giga, I think of Digimon. Remember that wonderful show?
Digimon, digital monsters. Digimon are the champions.
Anyway, do most guilds start at normal? I think a lot of people probably start at heroic, but our guild will start at normal.
Oh yeah, probably. I don't know. I haven't seen
Which
that
tank is best in Mythic Plus? Probably Vengeance right now, unfortunately. Usually I would try not to answer that because there's too many variables, but I think there's, I think it's pretty obvious.
It's okay. The place where my DPS mechanics of it has been replaced by Digimon lyrics.
Where's that?
So grab that hammer, guys. Somebody grab that hammer and use it on these mobs up here.
So nobody want that helmet?
Face me, necromancer.
Not me.
Will be avenged.
I use it, but it almost killed me.
Does Vengeance need a nerf? Probably offensively, yeah, definitely. Their defense is fine, but offense is out of control. Blood DK is the funnest. No, it's definitely important for sure, but I mean, you're gonna play what you play with passion better than what you play with overpoweredness, but in general, if you're talking about like theoretical damage, theoretical value, then obviously Vengeance is the best right now. Time to drop my lock and finish off my Dune Hunter, I guess. Oh, that's not good. What do you think about Prop Pally? How are they? Yeah, they're pretty good too. Probably like third best right now in my opinion. Why are you running Blood Drinker instead of Heartbreaker? Because there's no challenge, so we're just trying to get as much offense on bosses as possible. It's like the only remotely challenging part.
Yeah, the rework sort of changed it.
Make sure somebody grabs the spear up here. You could use it on this boss. I'll save mine for the final boss, or whatever, third boss. What about Guardian Druid? They're pretty strong right now. I'd say they're number 2.
Velocity, you haven't died in a while.
I'm getting the hang of the Shadowwood Death, or not Shadowwood Death, it's turned into Madness. I'm just going to play that's pretty soon, this is relevant.
Metro did make a very informative video talking about each tank in detail. Yeah, you can check that out if you'd like to learn more about my thoughts. My main is lock. Oh, what happened here?
My pet path around.
My main is locked, but I just leveled Druid now and thinking about tanking. It's pretty fun, I'll say that.
I got Vic. Getting him up.
I didn't realize there was 4 mobs in this pack.
Put every buff I had on you, Metro, and then get killed by the guy.
Yeah, good.
Help kick Bone Mends and Bone Mender, guys. K-Maz.
It's on CD.
Oh yeah, I can't see it.
Yeah, I don't know why, but they haven't updated it.
It's fucking 30-second cooldown for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
actually it's powerful, but it's still 30 seconds longer.
Oh, did you not get a new kick, Wikora, for Shadowland?
No, not yet. I will.
Is there a new one?
Yeah. Sick too. It'll tell you if you used it and missed.
Oh, that's
if you
in.
used it in what you kick.
Where? I couldn't find that.
I got it off of Nagi's page directly.
Oh, could you link that to me? I tried that and it didn't. It was just the same one I have right now, I thought. The one thing I haven't utilized yet is Blood DK is Return of Death Coil. Nah, you won't have any use for that. Having Lichborg is fantastic. Yeah, Lichborg is awesome. Did you lose the spear when you died, or we still have it?
I was when you picked it up, fortunately.
Oh, you didn't die. Okay, good. I'm just not sure if you lose it if you die.
I never die. I just cause others to.
Oh, great.
It's a buff, so I imagine you would lose it because it's an actual buff.
No matter. My minions.
Oh, great. One more thing for me to get roasted about. Missing kicks. Oh, yeah, well, you want to... Don't do that, obviously, so...
Will reduce you to dust.
I swear this is Christopher Lee, right? Fuck, sounds so much like him. Go Metro just finished my world tours.
I want to kick them like
185, sweet man.
I think it's more important than anything.
Yeah, we gotta get them in, otherwise they explode.
Yet the battle rages on. We cannot rest until these invaders
Any
are
needers
purged
in
from our
chat?
skies.
Only KMS can lead on that. None of us can be swords. Like swords at least.
I will lead the effort here
Oh.
while my disciples bring
Tech
you to the
priest
necropolis.
can't use sword
Let us
betas.
end this
It's
atrocity.
fucking stupid because
I
Paladin
mean, Dort's got good stats, but I don't have an offhand.
Prepare to strike at the next
You might as well give it to you then for when you get it.
Just a moment
I was just trying to murder.
Beware.
creation
True.
have arrived at last.
Beware.
That gore splatter from this mob here, the corpse collector, very important, guys. If you haven't done this and noticed that yet, definitely pay attention for the future. Very important. Probably the most important spell in here. There's a huge disease, and if you don't have anyone who can dispel it, you're probably going to die to it. On Mythic Plus. Had quite a few wipes to gore splatter on the beta. Do you just sidestep it? No, it's a cast, an interruptible cast. And the demo is popping off. Yeah, he's a very good player.
Do you think 15s are going to be possible on the first week for the vault, or what?
Well, luckily it's only 14s. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure they will be. For regular people.
Have the BFA thing where we got high keys, I think, this time.
Right, correct. The thing that I'm worried about is upgrading a 13, right? Like that. I know we could finish a 14 if we had it, but can we upgrade a 13? That'd be the question.
Exactly, and that's kind of what I was asking.
Just do the highest we can.
Yep.
Sorry, we should be using those cleavers. My brain just like goes off.
What covenant are you? Night Fae. I just don't know how many it actually is for the most reward. Do we spend change a few times, so I forgot.
I think it's 15 dungeons, but like how it works is like if you get one of your max level, like 114 say, and then you do like 2 10s, you would get like your first chest would be your
Yeah, Herp, we're doing
max
cloth
level
stack
loot,
right
and the
now.
next would be equivalent to 10 meter. I'm
My
pretty
guild is demanding 4, but 10 is the cap. It's 10. Okay, yeah. I think it's 10. Yeah.
Higher level keys count for multiple dungeons.
We're
No.
talking about the Great Vault right now.
Right, but if it says you need to do 15 and doing it on Mythic 0, you'd have to do 15. How many would you have to do if you're doing them all on 14?
It doesn't. No, yeah, it's just dungeons, regardless of which difficulty.
Okay, that's what I thought. So you could do 114 and then 14 zeros or whatever.
No, it has to be. Like,
Or
it's a
twos.
tier. So if you did 114, you'd get a 14 credit, and then if you did, 9 other dungeons that weren't 14, you'd get another credit that was just one tier lower, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm just confused. I thought it was like the number of dungeon runs you had to do for a week.
It's
Yeah,
based
you'll
on the
understand it in
difficulty, though.
practice. We're just talking about the level of reward you get for those dungeons.
Level of the reward.
Oh, right.
Just
But just to be clear, so that I'm understanding for my own benefit, you do have to do 15 dungeons each week, correct?
It's 9. It's 10, by the way. But, yeah. If you want 3 items that you could choose from, yeah. But if you only want 1 item, like always, then just do 1.
Mm-hmm. That's why on alt, it's probably just you benefiting. Just do 1 dungeon. Don't burn yourself out. Just do 1 dungeon. You'll get an upgrade no matter what.
I guess so. But through the choice of 3, it's like...
Exactly. Yeah. You'll get a better upgrade most likely.
It's more important to do more dungeons the later in that you are, though. From the beginning, you need everything.
It's true, but I guess it depends. If there's like no specific item that you would care that much about, like trinkets or...
You can do
like
4 14s and get max loot in 2 slots, then do 6 more 6s, and get 6 rewards in the slots. Gotcha. Anyway, in Heroic Week, you just need to do 1 because your gear, you're 226. Yeah, no, I kind of agree with that. But
easy clap.
I'll be doing that. Yeah, that spear is definitely best in slot for that.
Yep.
As you see, it did
taken too.
159k damage. Yeah, and then it makes him take like 15% more damage as well. So for reference, 159k damage is what, 25% of this boss's health if we used it here?
Which we will.
Oh, my
It froze us all. We're all frozen.
That would be the best troll, is if you just intentionally...
Yeah, just stack.
Get everybody rooted and then don't dispel the root and let everybody get killed by this shit. It's almost as good as, what's his name?
Hey, what's up, Inferno Master? How's it going?
Put aspects of the pack on.
What quest needs to be up to get Sorrowbane? Yeah, there's a quest in, I don't know the name of it, but... Wowhead's got a guide on it. I think Heat Hazard answered it, but... Is Shadow Priest nerfed? No.
I feel like the circle's bigger than it was last week.
Yeah, if you do more dungeons. Shadowlands Weekly Mystic Chest gives you an option to choose from, so you have a higher chance of getting something you need. Oh yeah, correct. The more work you do on each, type of content, the more chances you get at loot, or the more choices you get. Let's put it that way. Pretty good, just farming herbs. My whole guild is on. We're doing a farming night for herbs, leather, ore, you name it. We're doing it. Oh, cool. Oh, good. That's a nice change. Was awful getting a dupe of a previous week. Well, that's not going to change unless you do a lot more dungeons, but...
Like one of these is getting disenchanted. It's easier for me.
If you do 1 dungeon a week, you're still only going to get 1 item, but if you do 4 and 10, I guess it is, dungeons, then you get 2 and 3, or is it 6 and 10? I don't know, but anyway, yeah, we'll find out next week. And then raids too, kill like 1 boss, 3 bosses, or 6 bosses, I think, something like that. So as long as you clear the raid each week, you'll get the most raid credit. Think we're gonna get challenge mode back?
That seems interesting.
Challenge mode? No. Mythic Plus has replaced challenge mode entirely. What is the best legendary power for DK Blood? I would believe it is this one. Brindor's Might. Death Strike refunds 15% of your runic power spent. Unless you're only after pure offense, this one seems like the best option. Blizzard should remove Cross Realm and Dungeon Finder before 60. No, incorrect. Then nobody would be able to do any dungeons.
try to download Series Week or now.
K-Maz, that dungeon actually has some serious demo loot. Is that like
Yeah.
DRS in there?
Mage Tower,
Yeah,
something
the
that gives us some
light
cool looking
falls and
appearances.
got the
Oh, Mage Tower?
legendary.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Who knows?
And the same
We'll
boss
see.
has the conduit
Or not.
for
How does the vault
Oh, I
system
mean,
work for specs? Does it capture the spec currently? Yeah,
it's got
yeah, just like always.
currently
No
the
changes
stock
to anything like that.
conduit, too.
On second look, that doesn't look that great.
I do believe they need to release the transmogs like they did for CM and Pandaria and WAD, but some new way to earn them through Mythic Plus and
It's
make
good
them a
for
limited time thing.
specific,
It'd be cool.
like, Mythic Plus build.
Well, that's what they're doing with the mounts, I guess. But yeah, no transmog gear itself. Go for the rune power refund until we get access to the others. I would say that this is the
Yeah,
best one regardless,
There's a
but
specific, like, Mythic Plus setup that uses that.
yeah, this is why like this requires a second week or doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, throw me someone. I'm gonna switch my talent. Actually, I was gonna make it here in time too.
Hello Metro, will you stream when Raid comes out? Yes. Next Tuesday we'll be streaming Mythic Plus in the afternoon and Raid in the evening. Same with
It
Wednesday.
works off stacking those two talents together with the conduit.
Oh, yeah,
So what
that's
should
honestly
I-
good.
Go ahead, sorry.
No, it's totally off topic.
Well, I was just gonna ask Sarah, should I just delete the old one then, I guess? Do you know when Twisting Corridors will be out for Torghast? No. Probably like 8 weeks or something. Oh, you need an add-on. Okay, thanks anyway. We'll stick with the old interrupted week or.
Yeah, the add-on is basically what reads what your party's talents and whatnot are.
Is that lib group inspect?
Mhm.
Yeah, honestly, I recommend that add-on. I think more weak ores in the future Metro will be designed around it because it just
I
gathers.
think haste then
information
mastery
about
and
your
crit is
party.
fine. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. I'm not downloading any add-ons for that nonsense. Like what's wrong with the first week or?
Well, that's how that one weak ore that tracks cooldowns of your party on like.
Yeah, I got that, and in season 2 it broke for 2 weeks, and I couldn't figure out what was wrong with my weak ores, so I just got rid of it. Not getting that again. But why does the old weak ore require? That does not require that, but this one does. What's the difference?
It's just a library like thing that's shared between add-ons.
Omni CC is replacing that weak ore. It's very
If you
good.
try to use the new weak aura, and you don't have that library, then it's calling something that doesn't exist. There's no variable that it's calling.
I don't know why exactly an interrupt tracker because you're exactly right. We've got away without it, before, but I just see more and more add-ons and weak ores designed around it.
Like you could definitely make
Omni
a
CD.
if they code it with that in it.
Not CC, gotcha.
The reason why his new interrupt tracker requires it though is it comes with a lot more features. Like I said, you can see like what cast did they kick, what did they miss. Like,
Oh, it's a whole add-on, Kevin? That's interesting.
it'll-
12 week aura.
Take a look.
Yeah.
Did you get the summon?
It did not. I don't know why it's not working. I can fly that.
I have the remote off if anyone wants to try something again.
We have Warlock.
Oh.
I got that one. Oh, I was starting to say though, I don't know if you saw this bug, Metro, from the pre-patch, but there was mages doing this where you
Omni
go to
CD.
the,
Let's take a look.
like the not the pre-patch version of Ice Crown, like the time lost version of it, and steal this buff from the Vrykul there that are.
Oh, that's
they
cool.
give you like a damage buff, crit damage, and crit chance. And fire mages are walking around one-shotting raid groups of people who are waiting for the boss.
I'll take a look at
Flame
that.
Strike 50 killing blows.
The Forsworn have cut a swath through most of our forces.
Like after the squish, they were doing like 5 million damage in a single hit.
While I confront Devos. Go in service.
Yeah, it's nice to track externals from raid party members. Sweet. Oh, so is that why this weak core that I just updated today, or that I just messed with today, isn't been updated because he's just working on an add-on separately? That's interesting. I use it for call for group CDs. Yeah, it's a good add-on. I used to, like I said, I used that in season 1, and then in season 2 it wasn't updated or something, and it was like throwing a massive amount of LUA errors, and I had to leave a dungeon because I couldn't do anything, and I eventually found out it was because of that, and that will not be happening again. It's not worth it. But I wouldn't mind if it's an add-on that can just be turned on and off easily. That's good. That's great. I'll check it out.
I've ported this recorder twice.
It's also good for PvP. Gotcha. Not a PvPer, but that's cool. But so does it track the interrupts too, or is that still not a thing?
Ooh, that was a good dinner. McDonald's.
What are you, Trump?
Whoa, McGiddy's.
And yet all this time it
Yeah, I was
you
telling everybody
who
earlier
led
that I
the
was gonna cook
Forsworn.
like.
Oh, it does
phenomenal
that as
dinner
well.
and
Huh, interesting.
we had McDonald's.
Is Knife the Covenant to go for Blood DK? If you like Knife, yeah. If not, then don't pick that one. I like Knife, so I picked that one.
Forsworn, see that the mortals do not interfere. You cannot hide.
Yeah, you can choose what spells you want to track. Yeah, I'm talking about interrupts. Oh well. Anyway, you're talking about
That's what
PvP.
I'm talking about.
Is blood damage as weak as people are claiming? I don't know who's claiming it, but it's definitely probably the weakest tank right now offensively.
Like the curse of tongues on that robot.
Yeah, he's all fucked up. Tongue-tied robot.
Stupid robot.
Like put the curse of tongues on fucking Millhouse. Fucking yell shit and demonic.
Oh yeah. Blood damage will scale very well the better gear we get, you think?
Totally forgot that I was still in queue, and when I get back, time in queue, 1 hour and 43 minutes.
Why do you have fire tree queues?
The average wait time is 2 minutes for some reason.
For what?
I've had a queue even like during the end of BFA. I would get like.
He's not talking about logging in, surely.
No, it's Dungeon Finder.
This boss is fucking hard. You could dodge it, but it's not easy.
Oh, what? You got a 2-minute dungeon queue?
Yeah,
You
but
have to like be running before it happens.
I
I'm
was
pretty
waiting
sure I
for
still
an
got
hour
hit
and
there.
43 minutes.
You can set Omni Seed to track interrupts. Sweet, cool. Look at it. It won't show you when you first load it up, but you can choose what you want to track for certain classes, like ticks. Neat. I'll check it out. Glad to hear that that's finally being made as a proper add-on.
Yeah, still.
You shouldn't have too much trouble getting your conduit if you got 2-minute queues.
Listen to reason, Devos. The Kyrian must stand united. not so long as you command them. The Forsworn will forge a new path for Bastion.
And so annoying when the mobs run away.
Guys, I think my account's bugged. I haven't gotten any Azurite gear yet.
Azurite?
Wait, do you have your heart
intro?
correct?
That's from BFA, yeah.
Oh, so we raid an old deer then?
Yeah, if you want it, you'd have to get it from Old Deer.
What's going on with that?
What made you choose Craft a Legendary this week as opposed to wait next week for Super Strain? Because I don't want Super Strain. I want this one.
On this tune, yeah.
Yep,
Super Strain would be nice to have for some content, but
150,
not worth waiting for.
Why didn't you do the PvP sign?
Me and PvP?
I mean, you need to get your weekly done.
What else? What's the best covenant for Blood DK? I'm not sure. I just picked the one I like the most, which is Night Fae.
I might do that like while at work, so I could just AFK.
I literally, okay. at
Also,
one
how did
point,
you get
I
a
was,
legendary?
Like, at the very end of
You
last
mean?
night, I was just so tired. I just
Nothing
went
special,
out
just
and
got
stood
it
on top of the wall
from Mortregar and Torghast and crafted it myself.
and I won.
I also got the Blood DK Legendary boots today. They are just too good not to have. Yeah, I would agree. They're too valuable all around. Good for offense and defense.
Mm-hmm. That's basically the entire BG anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No.
Yeah, but you're pretty quiet.
This velocity. This one.
I'm right here.
This one with that neck.
Neck?
One you looted off the last boss.
Oh, I looted it and I can't trade it, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was.
Phantom Fire Palms.
Sid said that the tank covenants are so close to each other that you could more or less pick which one you want, and you can do that regardless, regardless of if they are or not. Just like you pick your class based on what you like, you're gonna pick your covenant based on what you like too, aren't you? Or are you gonna play the strongest tank regardless? If so, then maybe you're more worried about it, but I'm not. I'm gonna play Blood DK regardless, and I'm gonna play Night Fae regardless, because those are the things I like the most.
I picked my covenant based off of how hard I can pad in the end. That was a very clear choice. Night Fae, biggest pad in the game. We're now in 30.
Not guaranteed you will get Super Strain to drop either. Might as well get the Brennadors. Yeah, that's the case. Like, what happens if you wait and then you still don't get it next week? Now you're going 5 weeks without a legendary? Why would you do that to yourself? What legendary did you make? Yeah, Brennadors.
If you hit me, I get 25% crit chance.
I pick Warrior this tier so that I can get benched because my raid needs Battle Shout. So I can't get benched. That's funny.
Does that work for like
good choice?
Creature that joins the fight.
Everything. Like I get a 25% crit buff for 5 seconds. Sucks for raid, but I won't be using it for raid.
Good on that.
Wait, PvP talents are active in there? Oh, it's a con. Okay. Yeah, I just figured he was in Theater of Pain and it sounded like a crazy OP effect for PvP. I assumed there was a PvP talent.
Vast majority of players won't reach the level of play where anything beyond playing what you feel like will matter much. And yeah, no, that's definitely not. That's not an opinion. That's a fact.
Please. for the. I know it's at least for the event theory. For
My
this,
mistake. I thought I had read that legendary recipes from raid and world bosses were 100%. Yeah, I mean, we don't know for sure that they aren't or are, but I don't think the raid would have 4 difficulties and they all be 100%, right? That doesn't sound right. Maybe Mythic would be 100%,
Potency to be the real gains and everything
but I
else
can't
is
imagine
for healing.
normal is going to be 100%, you know?
Soulbinds, I should say, not the gems.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's every covenant, I feel.
It's like, here's one that gives you flat damage and health and survivability, and that's incredible. Here's one where Theotar, like, walks over and has a tea party with the other guy.
Yeah, I was talking about that. I was like, oh, great. Nadja gives me extra haste by playing the game. Fucking Theotar makes me chase an umbrella through the whole raid.
It's easier than you think. It's a pretty wide, like, umbrella as well.
I'm just talking about his level 30 renown. Things are totally shit.
I think it will. It doesn't change stats.
First ability's fine. I just don't care about mastery.
Yeah, that's not what we're talking about, though, is it? He's also got the boots.
Does Holy care about mastery? I don't think any priest does if they don't.
I mean, it's not that I don't care about mastery, it's just I'd rather have haste if I had to choose between the two of them, especially when I'm looking at damage where mastery doesn't do anything, but Holy is in the same situation Disc is, kind of. It's like, it's, I'm not sure if it's their best stat or not, but it certainly doesn't do any damage, and it, well, like, does a lot of overhealing, so. I would imagine crit is very good for Holy still.
I could probably just add his interrupt to this tracker. I'm just like I did with the other one today. I could just figure that out.
It's probably pretty close though.
No, actually, no. We're gonna check out that add-on, so it doesn't matter.
Haste used to not really be that good, but it seems like we have more than that. It's just like, do you end the fight with mana? Okay, you can have haste then.
Jesus Christ. So we're getting one global full combo points. With this ring. Nice.
I can do a cool little strategy on this next boss. It's pretty nice to stack up for that mechanic. You gotta quickly move afterwards, though. If you don't, you're gonna get one shot, but as long as everybody stacks, it makes this fight really easy.
I mean, it like I didn't even realize it, but it plays like a little heartbeat noise when it's getting close to collapsing, and I was like, oh no.
It's weird how like they redesigned it, but they kept the name and the theme, but it doesn't actually match anymore. Because the whole idea of it was like you press this button that will kill you, not like that might kill you. You surrender to the void; it will take your life eventually.
Well, yeah, I think it's in a better place because
like,
now it's.
I mean, it's better mechanically, but now it's Shadowy Duel. Why is it called Surrender to Madness? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I guess.
It's hard to, I guess it's like cardinal direction type thing. You're in combat with what? Metro, hey Theo, welcome back. We're gonna try to stack up at one point for this mechanic. Just keep that in mind. I'll tell you when. Is that Imperial Ordnance? I think it's coming soon. Yep, there it is, stack up. So now that means all the balls come from the exact same spot, and that's really good. It's gonna happen again soon, I think. After this, I think it happens. Yeah, there it is. Move.
I need to import my dungeon week wars too.
There we go, got all of them. Very good. Especially with AMS. It's really nice.
You go ahead.
I was just gonna ask if he takes increased damage during that recharge.
Yeah, ask a similar question. Like in high tyrannical, will more than one person be soaking those?
Definitely.
Not better than one.
Well,
I took 2 stacks of those.
Unless high tyrannical, like you just want to commit like single target, like if like priests are like good, like I hear every single one gets pain sub. That's what Sarah said. Like maybe just like stack pain subs or.
They get powered.
Yeah, I mean, I can just get all of them with AMS. That's why I was trying to stack up. If they all are stacked on top of each other, I can get every single one with AMS and there won't be any stack.
And for that, he has earned my loyalty. And I mourn your betrayal.
Frontal and the back one.
We killed all these at once yesterday.
Yeah,
Pretty
that's
good.
cool. The fuck? Jesus Christ. And knocked back like crazy. Do you think that Shadowlands is better than Old WoW? Yeah. Dude, how many like questions are you gonna ask about this shit? Literally, that's all you ever ask is about classic shit. Yes, classic is terrible. The modern game is miles better in every possible way, in my opinion. Let's talk about Shadowlands exclusively, maybe, huh?
Good
Accept your defeat, Archon. I serve a
Okay, last night when we did this, we missed the spear twice, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. Not sure. Should have just waited for it to throw another second or two. People who think classic is best are stupid. Yeah, I don't want to talk about classic anymore, guys. Shadowlands is fucking too good to be wasting breath on this nonsense. So please stop trying to bait me into talking about it.
Oh, the beacon.
Yeah, you want to be in the shield there?
Oh, please, 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 please.
I will only try Wrath. Good. Glad to hear it.
The winds howl in rage. Mortals, take
Okay, that's good. It took slightly longer than it should have, so we were able to not have to worry about throwing it. Basically, if you do it as fast as you possibly can, she's going to move as you throw it, I think. Morrowind is obviously the best Elder Scrolls game. Oh, yeah. Probably. Get in. Does she? Oh, she gets a shield too, yeah. I do believe that Blizzard did an amazing job on Shadowlands. They learned from BFA quite a bit. I get the feeling playing Shadowlands like I did when I played Legion. I love it. Yeah, me too. I'm with you. Feel the same way.
Mortals, take up my spear.
Headshot. You see that one? Landed right in her chest. Pretty good.
This spear shall no! The path must be abandoned.
2 cloaks.
Anyone need a cloak as an eye level upgrade?
I could use one.
In the ranks
I'm just like spazzing out for some reason still. Something to do with the
Well, I'm
wings,
just
I
asking
think.
'cause it is best in slot stats, but size doesn't need an upgrade.
So trade it when I trade it to you, because I would just take it back to him.
Does K-Maz need his? Cause
Yeah, I do.
oh, okay.
Best slots, stats, and
Yeah.
stuff.
You can't trade the cloak back once you've equipped it.
Does anybody need his legs? Mastery haste speed.
Could you show your stats before the next dungeon? Sure thing.
Legs,
Hope that helps. If you have any questions, let me know. Any preference for nerf?
Mauled World or vampires?
Yep.
Vampyland.
Okay, we'll do that next.
There it is.
Halls of Atonement it is.
Speed best in slot stat for Warlock. They're bricks that don't move otherwise.
My heart for
Yeah. I know they're best in slot. I mean, they're best in slot stats for Disc and for Shadow and for Warlocks, I guess. Well,
Damn
so I
nice.
give it
I'm
to Size for
175.
Shadow.
Nice.
No, you can have it. You can have it.
I mean, I can give it to Vic.
This
because-
gear is gonna be so irrelevant. BIS, like it's like
You're gonna replace it in a week.
it's going to go.
I don't know what we're talking about. I was just saying that the pants are best in slot for commands because they have speed on them. And Warlocks don't move fast.
Hekimaz likes to be fast, you could tell.
I did it one time.
Rex,
Game
I
as
think
went to go. He went to go put up this portal, so that people could get through the growths on characters.
I can see that I have
Use
far
his
too much crit
burning
currently.
breath
I'm
to go do
184
it.
with 17
And I
crit,
just
10
keep
haste,
getting, like,
32
farther and
mastery,
farther
and
out
10
of my
burst.
range as
Oh, you
he
can't really
died,
control that right now, so I wouldn't worry about
But
it.
he got the portal.
Item levels where you want to be
so fast
anyway,
that
so
he
it doesn't
died.
really matter. I wouldn't say any. I'm not like doing anything specific. I don't even have enchants right now.
That's pretty much what this portal is.
Oh yeah, I forgot to check about this. Oh yeah, look at that. It's pretty good.
Anytime a raid fight requires you to use portal for a mechanic, it's like, oh no, we got out of range of it. Go kill yourself to put it back. Enjoy.
Yeah, basically.
I didn't proc at all there. Holy fuck. That's not good. Wow, what the hell?
I'll be right back.
It doesn't seem to proc very often or something. I don't know. But either way, or maybe it just
Dude,
can't go on the
everyone knows,
robots.
Like, ranged meta. Yo, my Unholy would slap my war out like 3 times.
Yeah, I'm only
over.
putting low level enchants. Yeah, I'm gonna get some good ones this week. Well, we'll see. I don't know how much they are, but we'll see. You have any blood guides for Shadowlands?
know
No, I don't
what
really
Sarah
do
was saying
that.
about
If
the
you have any
rep
questions,
and the
though, I'm happy to
regular
answer them, but...
Should probably get in water or something.
Oh yeah.
What's up?
You know how Sarah was talking about the rep from regular enemies in Ardenweald?
Okay, sure.
It's like if you're in a group with somebody who's questing and you're a max level, you keep getting rep from regular enemies like the pixies or whatever they're called, the stupid little guys. People were doing it over by that drum and the harp thing, because I was going over there to get the toy that you told me about. I was like, well, what are all these people doing here? There was like 50 people there, and the things were just respawning instantly, like 100 of them a second, and I didn't realize that they were doing it for the rep at the time, but I was just sitting there going like, holy crap, I'm getting so much cloth. Like, even without the rep, you just get like 5 lightless silk every minute. Maybe 10.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I did that for a little bit yesterday, and I got a ton of materials.
Yeah. Greens too, yeah, definitely.
And there's
It's just
herbs
nice.
and shit all over as well.
Yeah. It's just not really a better place than that for humanoids. I guess you'll get them while you're farming Sinstone fragments, but there isn't like an infinitely spawning wave of guys for Sinstone fragments.
Anyway, I'm here to see how it's done. Gonna take some zeros myself this weekend. Zin rockin'. Damn. What's up, man? How you been? Well, I always forget to use Bone Storm and manage to hold myself without it. Do I need it? I would not take Bone Storm unless you plan on using it. It's like a big habit. It's like something you got to spend a lot of
Like if it comes down to
planning around, you know. So I wouldn't recommend it.
minutes, it doesn't really matter. Just, like I said, it has no haste or crit on it. Early on, especially. I'd rather have some of those stats. Certainly it's better, but it's not better by that much that I would care.
Oh hey, I was actually going to ask. I stopped playing 815 back then. I could fight like 4 to 5 enemies of opposite faction and never die, but now I get destroyed by 2 and sometimes even 1. Did something change the tanks? I don't know. I don't PvP, but I do feel like that is, yeah, that's how it's been for a while. I'm not sure what's changed. I guess they just made everybody do more damage. What then? Yeah, Red Thirst. You want to take Red Thirst.
This is the place that has the
Life's been good. Got a nice 9 to 5 office job. It's chill. That's good to hear, man. Good to hear. I feel like I've gotten these packs. I've done this dungeon so many times. Probably like 50 sometimes now since launch. I feel like I've gotten these first 6 or 7 pulls down to a science. So it means you're using Vamp Blood more. Yes, absolutely. They rebuffed Vamp Blood, or they revamped Red Thirst. They had nerfed it in BFA, and then they buffed it back up in Shadowlands. So definitely would recommend using that again now. It's still not as strong as it was in Legion, but it's very good. And Vamp Blood is like a huge CD in 5-man, so I feel like it's probably one of the best tank CDs in the whole game.
Having to go back right to the right is like waste time.
Oh yeah, because you have to like go up the stairs again, right? And there's like double shard boys over there.
I don't know why, sometimes I grab those gargoyles and walk over here and they just don't do anything.
Have you seen Bubble with Taunt Talent, though? That's true. Good. Fair enough, yeah. That's a very good one.
Like I instantly hit something and walked over to
Vamp Blood can be a lifesaver. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be so valuable to survive. Especially on, like, any type of, like, you know, time when the healer's healing you a lot, too. Like, I don't think people fully realize that that's a buff to the healer as well as to you. Out of water. Unlooker. Knife the best for blood decay in my opinion. I'm not sure what the other ones are at, you know, so I don't have an opinion on what's best. I just have an opinion on what I like the most. Just like with class, you know what I mean? I'm not playing Vengeance because I like blood, so I'm using Knife because I like it, not because it's the best.
Okay, meet me at the bank.
Heading to the bank.
We keep fucking overlapping.
I'll get skull. You get X.
Great. A lot of healing there.
Oh, quick detour. We're going into a dungeon, so sorry.
No problem. What ones do you want?
Just 2 Tenant of Haste, and then if there is a Lightless Force in there, I just need one.
I am Necrolord and Holy and feels powerful, especially in PvP, but I do PvE as Blood, and Necrolord Blood feels amazing. Oh, cool.
I know K-Maz hooked
Necrolord
up.
is the one that I would say is markedly weaker than the other ones.
Probably do one after I'm done with these dungeons. Probably have a couple shivers.
Yeah. Did I send you the rank 2 ring by the way?
Wait, but the meta, what about the meta? Drugless. Good question. What about it? Does not apply in my eyes. Certainly not for the way I play the game.
That's actually decent. It looked like most of the enchants were not very expensive. It was like 2 blue shards and 2 dust or 4 dust or something.
That was close. A little sloppy getting them all in, unfortunately.
That's smart getting that pack on the left there, because you gotta go through it anyway.
Yep. A little sloppy getting them in, but otherwise it was good.
I whiffed my kick on the trying to round it up, so.
Vic had them on him, dude. He fucking knocked them back, dude. That was crazy.
I was a little worried because they were hitting me while I was taming the Stoneborn guy. I had 1% health when I knocked him back. That's Endless Fear. I'm gonna get feared from this pack, actually.
Oh.
I'm like feared for 8 seconds.
Yeah, you gotta be inside the circle.
Oh, fuck. I didn't realize. My bad. Can you grip me?
I'm Elvin. Keep the 2 face ring in jam.
Awesome, thanks.
There you go. I use that as an interrupt. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, definitely good as an interrupt. I
Soul
suppose.
shape for the win, dude.
Yeah, you can blink through it. Huh? Another cloak.
Oh, it's so good. No, it's a chest.
Oh.
Yeah, that's...
Oh yeah, that's a chest. Shroud made me think it was a cloak.
Happened last week with Diabolical too. He was like, oh, I don't need that. Oh, actually, I can't even trade it. I do need it. Because he thought it was important too when he got here.
Sorry, K-Maz.
Actually, the one-off devils is better, but it's also good.
What did that affliction take? Take, what do you mean? You just walk 3 yards away and every second interrupts. Yeah, it's good. Good idea. Last question. What made you choose Bloodworms over Voracious now that you have those legendary boots? I thought Voracious guarantees the Death Strike proc. Yeah, just pure offense right now. I'm not worried about maximizing survival. Next week when we start doing Mythic Plus, we'll be worrying about that for sure. We'll be taking Voracious. Okay, this is gonna be a little tough.
He was just back there annihilating my pet. What a jerk.
Is that what happened? It's probably gonna aggro. Oh, okay, we're good. At least that caused me to miss the other one. Oh, what Covenant for Affliction? Night Bay, yeah. Okay, so we'll get a nice Gorfiends here, probably for the first set, I guess. Maybe we'll wait till the second set. And then we get AMS, this Curse of Stone. Really good fight for Blood Decay. Marjan Shroyen or something? Thanks for the sub, buddy. I butchered the name there, probably. Only one set, that's pretty nice. Oh, still got stunned, wow. That's odd. Milan Docic as well, thanks for the sub.
I'll get Skull, you get Xing it.
Never happened once, that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I gave him all the nice Shadow Fury there.
Yeah, the stun probably did it, actually.
Why can't I use this?
Yeah, you can only get one at a time. If
Wait,
the
no,
person
I
who
got
gets
two
it...
last week.
Yeah, you're supposed to stand in the middle and then it hits both.
We did them both separately last week. We just did it at the same time, I guess.
Maybe, yeah.
But if you only have one person, you bring two.
Right, yeah, I guess that's how it's working. How tired did you get answering the same questions? I don't know. It's not normally how that question's posed, but... Do you ever get sick of answering the same questions? No. It's usually the question.
Their pain shall enlighten.
Alright, I got some cooldowns for this next
Tips
ad.
for newer blood DK. Let's hear them. Rattle them off. I'm interested. Yeah, do you want to try to skip this? Let's see. We can do it, I'm sure.
My flock needs me.
Just have to wait for him to drain once and then we could go hard.
Oh, yeah.
Hit buttons. That's a good tip, yeah.
Oh, finally a socket. Cool.
Yeah, that's good. So just as soon as he drains the first time, then we just don't kick him again and kill him. So now he's doing it.
Wait for right after guys.
And go, go, go.
Dump on him.
Do you ever get tired of answering the same questions and giving the same answers to questions previously asked? No. Kyle. I see who asked that question. What's up, man? Don't die. Can do. Focus on managing your runic power and runes. Use the right things at the right times. Yeah, those are good tips for sure. Okay, we did it.
Can you not just kick everyone?
What he does is he drains from those ads, and they're going to heal him to full if he does it even a single time. So you basically want him to not do that as often as possible, and the best way to do that is just never kick him so he has the least opportunity to do it.
I see. But you can't actually kick that drain.
No, correct, yep.
I thought you were saying you could kick the second one, you just let the first one.
How's it going, Kyle? Tips for new blood DK. Death Strike heals for 25% of all damage in the last 5 seconds, so pull big so you take as much damage as possible. Yeah, good call, actually. Another tip there. AMS, or I'm sorry, Death's Advance will stop the knockback there, but not necessarily advisable because you're, of course, going to have a lot of damage taken if you get hit by them all. But if you wanted to stand in and take it, you can with
It's good for you guys to practice getting right next to the boss. 1 for AMZ, 2 for things like Healing Rain. So like right after he like chucks them out like that and about to do Ritual of Woe, you should really stack on for the boss, which is coming up here. So you want to stack and then get around, and it makes it easier to soak. I feel like because you're kind of like in his ass.
Yeah, you don't have as much. It's like the angle's easier. What's good? What would you say will be the hardest Mythic Plus dungeon with higher keys? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I don't really feel like there's anything that stands out.
Wow.
I don't really feel like any dungeon has anything particularly difficult in it. But I don't know. Maybe Sanguine Depths, actually. The bosses in there are very difficult. But the trash is not. So I don't know. We'll see. Tyrannical, obviously. Depends on the affixes. I can't wait to eventually get the Mog set from unlocking your legendaries. Looks like one of them mob dudes in plate. Yeah, you look like the dude from the Torghast, right?
Big ring dude.
He's a cool dude. Last boss of Theater of Pain will be really bad on Tyrannical. Yeah, I guess so. I don't really feel like that boss is hard though. What happened? Surrender to Madness?
Jumped off the side of the ledge outside of the thing to glide her down, and I auto died.
What the fuck?
Like,
Auto died.
It like there was like a death plane there, like jumping off something in a dungeon.
Huh. That Mog will make role players be like Sauron from Lord of the Rings. That is true. You're right. Hey Metro, can I borrow your internet for a while? I don't think we can trade it over the internet. You'd have to be here to borrow it. So if you wanna come here, you can. But
there's a purpose for it.
Otherwise, I can't trade you internet over the internet. Like does that make sense?
Get water for the Ember Court that comes from there.
Yeah, speaking of water, you get water.
Get help from the mushroom.
What the hell? I just jumped off the side to go down this ramp and it killed me.
Just found out you can transmog your two-hander as Frost to the legendary dual swords. Oh yeah, that's pretty neat. Fuck, I didn't know that.
It's like you.
Not Not really.
Might be glitched in the system.
Yeah, totally, Verhart. I agree. That is pretty cool. Devos from Spires as well. If you aren't a holy priest, will suck on high keys. A holy priest, why? Of all things.
Oh, it's because you're still in the dungeon. It's probably to prevent exploiting.
I'm not in the dungeon.
Yeah, you are. That's how convincing the dungeon is that you really thought you were in the outside world. When you click the take me out of the dungeon, you have to run out the door. It puts you right inside.
I was thinking about buying an MMO mouse. Any options?
Just because
Or
the
do you mean
dialogue says,
opinions?
"Take me out of the
Options, there's a
dungeon."
lot of options.
It's like,
That's
oh,
for
okay,
damn
I'm
sure.
outside then.
Opinions, I don't know. Devos has stacking debuffs that it's hard to manage on other specs. What does Holy Priest have to do with it, though? I don't get it.
Trying to glide.
Razor Naga Trio. Yeah, that's what I have.
This is a fucking nightmare.
Anyway, Logitech, it's lasted way longer than any of my Nagas. Yeah, I've heard good things
Just
about that,
because
too.
the zone sucks ass.
What?
Fucking elevators and cliffs everywhere.
Yeah, so you can
Oh, yeah.
glide.
Alright, here we go. 3 left. Master Spell basically negates the whole mechanic. Yeah, but that's not related to Holy Priest, right? Just Priest is far better pick right now.
Elevators. My WoW times.
It does if you're stacked, though. I mean, you don't forget you have to be stacked for that to work.
You don't want to use this. Oh, you bring it.
Yeah, use that. Two of my left clicks snapped right off. Oh, well. Sorry, I shouldn't have said holy. Oh, okay, yeah. Just priest in general, gotcha. That's why I was confused. Holy priest. Not looking like it's the strongest pick right now, but priest in general does have some cool stuff. Doesn't priest have master spell in general? Yeah, any priest, so shadow as well.
Metro, does that thing stay active as long as you're in combat?
I don't know.
Do you think you could metagame it and like extend this buff at the end?
That's what Jix was trying to do the other day, so I think so.
I thought it was like in range of it, not.
Yeah, like we'd have to drag them back, I guess. Yeah, what's that mob doing?
Yeah, like send a rogue or a hunter, you know, tricks the tank, shoot another mob.
Yep.
Do like what was that dungeon in this that they did that with? The Resto Shaman. They dragged all the slimes with them the whole dungeon.
I think with the big play
Oh, yeah.
to round up a lot of mobs, kill them in that, use that buff to kill Prideful, and then go kill a boss.
That would be a lot of trash to do that, though. That's 5 pulls.
You just need like the most enemies possible.
Venture Mind Games is going to be awesome on Priest as well.
Mobile class
Such a
as
neat
possible,
idea.
so you can
Yeah,
get
it's
all the
cool.
way through the whole
What
dungeon.
nameplates are you using? It's called Plater. Are you enjoying life, Metro? Yes, I am. Very much right now. Thanks to Shadowlands a lot. I had a good summer, though. Golf was a lot of fun.
Actually out here just murdering themselves. With like all their abilities, dude. Dude, they should have gave Ravenous Frenzy as well.
Get some, Metro. I love seeing another tank's way of doing. Hey, Dwayne,
Somebody's gonna make a meme with
glad to see ya.
Filthy Frank
Hope you
holding
enjoyed
a
your
shotgun to his own mouth
time in the guild
video
so
of
far.
Shadow Free.
You gotta get that Necrolord fleshcraft so you don't kill yourself.
I feel like I've learned a lot about new Shadow Priest. over
What
the last
happened?
couple hours. I killed myself with Shadow Word Death.
Oh my god, dude.
It's usually surrendered to magic.
This reminds me of that.
I stopped
Very
doing
nice people.
that.
Sweet, man.
I
Hopefully you'll feel that way after a long period of time.
You've ever
Yeah,
played
we got a
that
good
on,
group here.
What was that boss in Max Metro where you got Seal of Blood and you'd kill yourself?
Oh, right, yeah. You ever try frisbee golf? No, I never did. Something about real golf that's just too appealing.
So I figured out how to pull the gold vit out of the thing. If anyone wants to come help.
health on this pack that does no damage.
Okay, let's try to do this time. When the headbutt goes on somebody, try to get around the corner here, and apparently it hits the wall and doesn't hit anybody. Like into that crevice that's right behind the boss. Oh no, still hit miss. Okay.
It's probably a certain spot that you can get
Real golf is more rewarding. It's a tough sport, but I've really found love with it.
Like as far in as I could go with it, but
Nah, that should have been enough. If not, you have to do
Definitely,
some stupid shit.
Yeah, because that dude definitely like turned it to go in there, so it just isn't gonna work.
8 seconds. Somebody use like this one. This one's like a definite, like very, like in the hole kind of thing.
It's pulling an Osh.
Yeah, right.
Osh did that last night too. He's supposed to go in a different one, so he can't get out of it. Is the point?
He's trying to take him further into the crevice.
Yeah. Be right back. We're starting stuff. Sweet man, I'll be here. If not taking a lot of damage at Mythics, do we just jump Runic Power with Death Strike? Yeah, just try to offer as much offense as you can with the spell, I guess, you know? I overcap Runic Power like crazy in these zeros because it just doesn't feel like there's anything else to worry about. But I suppose ideally you'd be dumping it with Death Strike because it is your top damage in many ways. I mean, doesn't really hold up on AoE though.
no, it really did not seem like a big thing, but it actually is. How they extended the imps.
Greg, is DK Tangy better now compared to what, BFA?
Out of combat to
I would
40
say.
seconds,
I really like it. I think
last
they've gained a lot of cool
longer
tools.
between pulls, and I can
I'm very
just
satisfied with them.
have big stacks of imps saved up from one pull to the next.
Yeah, that's
Get a
pretty
big-
nice.
Big implosions.
Don't pull them forward, there's a little thing.
Nah, that's. I don't. Maybe we should, but I don't plan on going that way. So.
Pulling 2 overseers is pretty much dead.
You mean oppressors? Or oh no, overseers.
Yeah, that's the chain one.
Is there any like counterplay for these chains?
Apparently, you could run away and it'll break. Yeah, 20 yards or something.
Oh, okay.
It's cursed atones.
That means range should never take damage from that, or you're trolling.
Nice, Wolf Oxygen.
Oh shit, that's interesting. Did you see what just happened there?
What?
We aggroed one of those small yellow mobs, and it chain pulled the whole room,
Oh yeah, they're
including this
definitely,
mini boss. Big mob, yeah. We aggroed that yellow mob, and it chain pulled this whole room. That's surprising. I didn't think that would happen.
I got the Wolf Hawk soul shape now too. Let's go.
I think with legendaries and Night Fade Blood is looking good. Yeah, I
That's
totally
another
agree.
weapon you carry.
It's really nice.
Using this enemy and he's running.
Prisoner is down below. He's wrong. One of the Naru who included
I gripped the wrong mob. Fuck. That is unfortunate.
Denathrius has been draining its light to wield against his foes. We will wield it against him instead.
Are you getting some nice heals on you?
Looks like
You
the
are getting
Warden
some nice
always
heals
gets
on you. Yeah.
interrupted on these
Healer's a good
decks.
player. Very good player.
Those Barb Shackles are no go.
Go to necrotic wake.
No. Sanguine Halls.
Your kind are so fascinating, with so many
And there's the chance that that gargoyle is the real thing, so let's go. Just check real quick. Just had to build stacks first. No, it's not. It is not there. I tanked like 5 years. Oh, getting back into it after 5 years, huh? Jeez. Well, a lot's changed. I don't know. The 5 years, not that long ago. What expansion are we talking? Is that WoD? If so, you missed. They had Resolve. That doesn't exist anymore. So.
So you do feel pain. How intriguing.
Dude, ran out of that alcove.
Cool thing about doing these zeros though is that we got to test like pretty big pulls, like big combinations at least, like not necessarily giant, but like pulls that you might often try to combine, and it works pretty well. I don't really feel like there's any packs that you can't combine in this expansion. I mean, maybe it'll be different when we're in Fortified and affixes and stuff are in play, but for the most part, it's pretty good. Hey, one Azeroth TV, which tank would you say is good overall for both Mythic Plus and Raids, if you could predict the raid part? I would say definitely Blood DK is good. They're going to be very good for Raids, and they're going to be solid for Mythic Plus. But, whatever tank you enjoy the most really is the answer. I wouldn't worry about it. I'd pick the one that you like the most, you know? They're all going to be good for all things. There's not really a tank that's bad for Raids, you know?
Add.
Here comes the beams too. Thank you. I'm a fan of Prop Pally, Blood DK, and Brewmaster, but I can't decide between the three. Gotcha. A lot of reasons to enjoy all of them. Oops. Another set of beams or whatever.
Add.
It seems like when you stand in the middle, you can just like not move, and neither of them hit you.
Castigate damage.
Well, you got a curse on you if you get hit, so.
Yeah, like right there, it didn't actually move, and neither of them hit me on the left or the right, but it wasn't where they cross each other, so maybe that would have like up in the front there.
Oh, here's the stupid. I get this every week. Who wants it? I hate this shit.
Every week, the 2 weeks, yep.
Every week.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
No.
I'll roll for it right now.
No, I don't care. That's not for you.
I think that's on like an melee.
I'm not gonna use it to heal. I just somebody else wanted it.
Oh no, I'm just commenting.
Oh, okay, I thought somebody else wanted it. I was just taking 2 points.
Okay, I'm back. Welcome back. Welcome back, buddy. It's pretty annoying.
Oh, it's probably the damage. Let's see if it gives credit.
Miss me? I did, yes, actually. I would say the answer is yes. Are you currently running Pod Tender? No, not for this. We had a conversation about it this afternoon, though. I'm interested in trying it next week.
How dare you interrupt my research?
Hi, how can I get your soul shape? I like it. There's like a rare that you have to summon with a horn or something. The rare is called Rainbow or something like that, so take a look at that. I don't have any idea how I got it. Some guy in the zone was just like, hey, I'm summoning this, do you want it? And I was like, yes. Yes, yes, yes. You know, something like that. That's a lot of cloth, is it? What are we talking about? Oh, in the group. Right. Yeah, we got a cloth stack going on right now. Helping people get geared out.
My patience is wearing thin. Light shines. Even here, so much left to discover.
Looks pretty cool with the yellow tint. Look at that. That's nice.
Escape with Sarang.
Okay. Never mind.
None have ever escaped.
Congrats. Let's whenever legendary drop, let's go back to saying congrats.
Congrats.
I don't want that chicken.
It's so.
Pretty cool that we killed that big guy first. That's usually the last thing to die. Makes it a little easier.
I think the silence only hits you if you were casting when the chain hits you.
Dude, nice images, Metro. God damn.
That's good, right?
Dude, that goes unnoticed to a naked eye, man.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm glad that you noticed it.
Well, you know. I don't think people get the perspective unless they play tank. Like, it's like, you gotta, like, it's like, revere that role, man.
Yeah, it requires a lot of work. Huh, she lost. What the? Oh wow, those two split pull. Did you see that?
Interesting. I didn't even think about it, but I've never actually been using my mines. Probably do things like that with the stairs. Where those two gargoyles are, you can just pull one of them.
You know, this is one of the generals, isn't it?
Yep, this is, yeah, one half of the last boss. Yep.
They're in really weird places, like they're purposely not next to packs.
I've heard that healing thing a lot where it's like they're like the emote because they have threat or something. And the paladin in that group yesterday had that too. I don't know what that's from. Oh my god, again. Metro, I need a new T8 horse. What does that mean? Well, if there's a way to get one, you'll find it. I know you. Very resourceful. All right, that's all the trash. You know, there's this pack here still, but very, very easy pack. Resourceful, you say? Thank you. I would say so, yeah.
See, I wouldn't do that. That doubles our stacks permanently on the fight.
Sorry.
What was it?
I mean, it's a good idea to stack the rush to minimize its effect.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you got hit by 2 of them. Here's the Gloom Squall. Okay, the boss is dead.
Oh,
Well, there's Draven.
I must be lagging in my hair.
What?
It's at 50%, so he said he's dead.
Oh, bro, it's
I'm
half
still
dead, isn't it?
We'll
We'll have to kill her in the raid, I guess. Oh, well.
All the helmets.
Alright, 2 more. Got Mally D.
I'm going with this or Steve.
Yeah, if that's just for D, give it to K-Master.
She sure is nice to have 3 of the same helmet.
If I do, I'll give you this trick I got as well. Come on, it's garbage. It's like the worst unuse I've ever seen in my life. Create a patch of light for only 12 seconds. That puts an absorb on the allies standing in the small patch of light for 2,300. Split among them, not even 2,300 each.
Split among them. That's pretty good.
That's like, so it's 3. It happens 3 times, 12 seconds. It's every 4 seconds. So at most that's 4 absorbs. So 8,000 healing split among all allies in this area. Amazing. 2-minute cooldown. It wouldn't even be good if it was a 30-second cooldown.
Should I be ranking up my chest, base, Lego, armor, and prep for Super Strain, or rank up my boots for Brynador's Might? It depends what you want. Do you want pure offense, or not pure offense, but do you want mostly offense, or do you want mostly defense? For me, I want mostly defense, so I want the boots, but I will definitely make the chest at some point. Super Strain. But you never know when you'll even get that, you know, so... Might be more the next week, you know? Haven't seen many Blood DKs out in the wild just yet. Oh no. Well, you're gonna see a lot of them here.
are typically stronger for like PvP and stuff. Where
Okay,
having some
thank
sort
you.
of,
Sure.
like, on-demand
Just
healing
my opinion, but
assists even through CC is
hopefully it
really
helps.
Unfortunately, not in PvP. You have to be wearing 2 PvP trinkets.
good. Yeah, that's an unfortunate consequence of that change.
We have like 10 DKs in our guild, and most of them play blood. What the hell? 10? The fuck? That's gonna be a nightmare next Tuesday. Huh? That's a lot of melee.
Yeah.
I think that's how it works
Especially
from
for something like
outreach.
Blood.
Because it's like, it won't just save you from any amount of lethal damage, I think. I think it's like, if the hit would have killed you, then the heal triggers, and if that saves you, then you're still alive at the end.
That's the way it works too.
Oh, we got some. We should have did those before we left. Need to remember to do them.
Assuming it doesn't crit.
Well, in the guild doesn't mean in the raid. Either they raid something else or they don't raid. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Yeah, we don't really have people in the guild that are in the guild but not in the raid. I mean, some, but not that many.
Yeah, because mana bound mirror is just not good. I don't want to heal a target for 13,000 once a minute.
Does your guild do PvP? Not really. Primarily, anyway. Sorry, I'm tired. Yeah, we've got together for BGs and shit. We did some the other days, but not really.
Music is ridiculous.
Not like coordination in any way, you know.
Stacking 4 times.
That one's from what? Alden Summit or something? Or is it from, oh no, it's from the raid, right?
All right, 2 more.
Yeah, it's from the raid. I was just looking at the raid trinkets.
Then we go to
It's
bed.
just like
Do you think Knife or Venthyr is good for prop pally?
with something that's
I would
still
definitely go
it's just not even
Kyrin for prop pally. That just seems like a fucking slam dunk, huh?
Typically better to make your own
But
classic
if you
spec.
really don't want to go that, then I would like I'd take Knife. Venthyr is not good for tanking. I feel like, unless you're only doing raids or something, it's gonna be way too long of a CD to get much value out of. That's all you care about is tyrannical weeks. Knife is pretty cool though. I like that idea for Paladin. I'm gonna make an alliance Paladin, and we're gonna go Knife and check that out.
Like all this other stuff, Shadow Word Death is the only spell that doesn't for some reason. I just think trinkets and Shadow Word Death could work with it, and it wouldn't be that big a deal.
Yeah, I mean it's a fairly recent change too. I think it's just because they had a lot of like very strong trinkets during the end of BFA that just were unsellable with a ton of like Obsidian Claw.
I mean, they've gone back and forth on that because when I stopped playing, it didn't work, so they've changed it back and then changed it back again, I guess.
Yeah, I think in BFA might have just been Hazret or your essences, not the trinkets.
Yeah, yeah. But they, at some point recently, like Legion or something, it did work. Like whenever they've been on the loot table. But that's the weird thing, is they're on the loot table right now. But I don't think they work. So I don't know why I can get them. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know anything about this game anymore. Maybe they do work. Because they're on the loot table, so why would they give them to me if they don't work?
Trinkets definitely don't work. A ton now. Because I have 2 damage trinkets right now and neither of them work. But these are procs too, not Anias.
So that mob like comes and tries to stun somebody, I guess. Is that how it works? They do stun somebody, and if we stun them, then they go away, huh? Or if we stop the stun, then they go away. Whatever that means.
It's always good to have a boss that is like right in the door when you start the dungeon like that. reminds me of Iron Dicks.
Yeah, right. Invis first pulls the boss.
Stack that. What was it? Totem trinket thing, whatever it was.
Cap totem? Or cap capacitor?
Yeah, what was the trinket? It was from
Soul cap.
Draenei
Soul
boss.
capacitor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I missed. I think you meant Grimrail Depot, but yeah, no, that's a good one too.
Yeah, they're both pretty much the same.
Anyone do?
I actually do.
Unexpected. It seems our little pups have some bite after all.
Apparently, not wanting 5 shields, I would want 5 shields. Yeah, because they bounce all around, and sometimes they hit you in the face, and you're like, but that doesn't happen very often, right?
Found this from the rep vendor. I was actually kind of surprised. It's the revered reward for Court of the Harvesters. It's like, oh, it's almost as good as Mythic Plus gear or Mythic Zero gear.
Wow, the reps actually give gear. Thanks, fellas.
We get that Necrolord buff here. Yeah.
K-Maz is Necro. Big boy.
Versatile move speed, yeah.
It doesn't hurt. I love the Kyrian plate set as well. Yeah, I get you.
Honestly, I could see Lightfoot's here into that first mob. Like, the bottom.
You can't use Lightfoot potions. Level 50 plus.
Well,
The
the...
new-
Yeah, there is a new one.
Where would you mean the whole thing and move on?
Yeah, potentially a strategy is I would Lightfoot this whole thing, drag it into the Portal Guardian.
It does a lot more damage than you think. We're
The
just killing it
AoE
so
does,
fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta get some rest, sweet man. Glad to see you. Hope you're well.
I think if you had melee stuff, you could do that.
But the thing is, like, you're not going to use a lot of defensive cooldowns, like, going on these platforms, because they're going to be pretty rudimentary, since you can't really multi-pull on them.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Could just commit everything.
These poor shackled souls over here are like, fuck, you just called us rudimentary.
Well, you'll be watching him fly off the platform a few times here, so you could have a laugh at that when that happens.
It really was a few times.
What? You got flung up a platform?
No.
Twice
I
last
started
night.
Oh god. My camera cut here.
What'd you say?
It's nice knowing.
I accidentally hit Surrender to Madness.
I got you. That'd be a good troll. Just pick up that little bluish orb and then not put it in. Just hearth.
It took him a long time to make this change. Like, think about Akandun and how much that was just like constantly chasing after people on platforms as they take the portal and go out of line of sight.
I really wish we could get legendary drops and mythics we are locked to, even if we don't get gear. It would be cool, but I don't think the coding works that way. You'd have to rewrite the game's code for that. I don't think that's... You can't even loot it, right?
I almost ripped it actually.
Thought it was had my back to that like pillar there, but it like
Just go
squirted
around
me
it.
around it.
It's really unfortunate too, because it's quite a long run back of all the portals to go through.
Beware.
Oh well, that's unfortunate. I literally just landed at the portal and it knocked me out.
Beware.
They could just put a different drop table. Yeah, I don't think it works that way, though, is my point. You don't even get gold from looting. You don't even get to loot it. It literally does not offer even you cloth or something, you know? I just got an emblem of renown from a random mythic because I was 1 week behind. Wow, really? That's interesting.
So
I didn't know that
I was
either.
confused about this like I was, but the epic battleground quests, those are once per season. I thought it was once a week.
Oh, per season. That's interesting. Here, let's summon.
Like winning Wintergrass, winning Ashran. So I was like, oh, awesome, I'm gonna do those again this week. And I queued up and it was like, oh, it's not here. I looked it up and it was once per season.
Are you not able to? There we go. Also, right,
Sorry,
left,
all the
right
more
is
left
one
buttons
platform
up the
shorter,
stage.
but
It's
it's
like-
harder, more dangerous mobs. One platform shorter.
Summons a
Huh.
health funnel, creates a
Now
shadow
we have to look at this because I don't.
Summons a
This
doom
dungeon
cleric. I'll
route
get it
wise, I don't
eventually,
really
where is it?
understand. You got it.
Oh fuck.
Just looted it.
Okay, that's really stupid. I took it and then I was still an orb and it took me back to the portal. I took
Oh.
it while I was in flight, and I'm flying all the way back through the instance right now.
Instance.
That's hilarious. Okay.
I'm still flying.
I see you over there. That's funny. What a game. Oh man.
Just fucking juked the game and thought it was gonna drop me at the portal.
Took me up to 3. Didn't even have to hand anything in. That's pretty nuts.
Your souls are mine. Let your fears consume you. There's no escape for you.
It's a trolling place for the hands.
Oh god. 1% health with 100% healing reduction, and I lived.
Wow.
Yo, try to get it like double in the hands. Like try to stack on each other behind it.
And does it shoot out the way you face? So even if you face at it from the opposite direction, will it still not?
No, it'll go right to the boss.
Oh, really? There was me thinking I had over 1,000 renown quests over and over to catch up. Yeah, Anima, I get you. That's very interesting. I think Seismical said, though, he just did that quest and he got 2 allocations. But maybe that was not the case.
Our challengers have passed the first
Nice.
trial, but there's still a
Any needers for chest?
Chest? Yeah, I could use a chest.
Same.
Roll it off, boys.
Dude, Tuesday's gonna be lit.
Yeah, it's going to
All
be pretty
day.
bright.
I think gotta knock out Torghast first, get rank 2 legendary, and then Mythic Plus all day.
Get rid of that piece of shit.
We'll see how long you can last.
Bone Spear Pet is king in here. It's pretty good, but we're going to want the damage increase one, I think. Doesn't really do that much damage. I'd imagine 2% for the whole group would be more than that. Is Mythic Plus live? No, Mythic Plus next week. There's another banner back there as well. For the Necrolord.
I really like Spiritual for 5 mans. I don't know if it's going to be the thing for raid, but I'm glad they put it in that tier, because the other talents on that tier were trash for 5 mans. It was just like, how do I make use of them to make them not worthless?
Oh, were you liking it? I heard that Lenience was preferred, but I haven't had a chance to play it yet. Like the Spirit Shot.
Like I just hadn't even until earlier when I was like, oh, I'm gonna switch away from Halo, and then I was like, I might as well try this. Just to
Yeah,
see.
what happened to my mob? I guess it died? I didn't even realize.
The thing with lenience is it's just like people took lenience because it was just like, how do you?
There's the
use
mob right
6,
there,
7%
Ancient
on
Captain.
5 people?
I've been taking the Butcher Pet here. Oh, really? The Ancient Captain does a permanent 2% damage buff to the whole group and a 5% damage reduction on AoE. So I can't imagine how that's not the best option.
Especially since Rapture just feels so much.
Because it hits everybody, not just doesn't just help you, it helps everybody.
Stronger than Rapture and
Right here, you see this aura thing he's got? Very cool looking aura. As you see, 2% damage and 5% area of effect damage reduced. Ah, yeah, Captain is awesome. So many useful pets to choose from. There's a lot of cool options. Like, if anything, though, I don't know, like, if even having a pet is a damage. Like, the damage increase is minimal now because of the explode pet thing. Sacrifice pet is a very powerful ability, so I don't think you want to just be taking a pet just to take it. The pet is probably my top damage between the actual pet's abilities, auto attacks, and the explosion, I think, like, over the course of a dungeon. It does a lot of fucking damage. You are so sexy. Thank you very much for saying that. 100% best option. Yeah.
I guess, like, especially with the blood DK, where they can heal themselves while you're shielding them, that's fine. Maybe if you had a tank who, like, struggled to survive, like, or help themselves kind of thing, like, maybe monk or something.
Oh, I noticed that too. When I have a pet charmed, I'll go to summon ghoul and to heal, and I can't. Yep. Learn something again. Control that pet. Yeah, that is going to be really good. I'm not sure if it's going to be worth like going for out of your, you know, with the route. We're going to take a look at routes. By the way, probably Saturday afternoon we're going to do a route stream where we just sit down and go through all my interests in routing, and we'll be making a subsequent video on that once we have the routes made. But then Sunday evening we're going to do a raid review stream where we all sit down and look at all the different materials on the raid and try to learn the raid as much as we can before launch on Tuesday. So keep that in mind. Tomorrow we're also going to be streaming a no specialization warrior. Level the warrior all the way to 48 with no specialization. We're going to see how that works out in Shadowlands. I want to see how it works with covenants, conduits, Torghast, all that shit. I want to see how that works. I thought you said you don't PvP, Camus. You guys are gonna fucking miss the boss, by the way. It's dead already. Welcome back.
Both for AFK and then the boss is done.
Yep, seriously.
Who won the draw?
I think it was a draw.
It was.
Yeah, the boss. Yeah.
I think if you don't finish the duel, the boss dies, it should just kill you all.
Weapon I just got.
I think Vic did it.
Yeah.
Badly. Very good.
Oh, stack for this trash so it doesn't jump hard.
I don't want
Bliss. Please hold the ads in the Fellstorm or else they never die. Because we're dot classes. See, hold them in the Fellstorm.
Alright, y'all. I'm out. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
See ya.
Yeah.
I should have resummoned my pet there though, because that's just a DPS loss to not do that. There's like no reason not to do it. Just not paying attention. I need a macro to do that. And just summon the pet and then unsummon it every time it's up. Yeah, be careful. But see, I have the pet out and a controlled undead, so I can probably still kill it here, right? We'll see. Not sure exactly how that works, but I think you can.
Was this like?
Yep, you can.
I stand in the tiny red circle next to somebody else. I get a thing that buffs me. What is that?
It's this pet he enslaved.
Oh, okay. That's so weird.
It's a undead guy.
I thought it was because I was standing next to something, just because I was out of range of it. Dropped for a second. It's a pretty decent buff, I guess.
2% damage.
5%. That's also. Oh no, I got farted on.
I keep missing that cast. That's not good.
It's a wide fart.
Can you lend me a hand, friend?
It's not that bad if I do a macro like that. I can just get my pet out real quick and then re-mind control. That Devour Flesh heals this mob. I didn't realize that until recently. It does a lot of healing too. You could stun it. Otherwise, I don't think there's a way to block it. Maybe if you dodge it or something. But so now we'll have the pet and the regular pet for this boss. So that seems pretty good. That seems quite good. Oh, I almost put D&D on the rope again. That's going to get annoying. And I just learned we can icebound this, so we don't have to even dodge this if we don't want. Because it's technically a stun. But of course, you only can do that once. I think if you mitigate the damage of Devour Flesh, it will do less healing. Oh, that makes sense, actually. Interesting. It probably is exactly how it works, because I've seen it heal a lot sometimes, and I didn't understand why. That's a lot of risks.
Same ones I'm wearing last week as well. It's like every wrists that are in 5 hands are all crit burst.
Another banner here. Get this on the way out. Or is it only based on how close we are to it? I thought it was a buff.
It's a buff, I have it.
Oh, yeah, but it's just... It looks like it has no duration, so it made me think that we had to be close to the banner. Yeah, we do.
Well, it's been lost since the whole beginning of the dungeon. We still have it. So.
I lost it there for a second, but now I have it again. You're right.
Maybe just proxy to the cameras.
Oh, maybe. Actually, yeah, that makes sense. He probably has the banner on him or something.
Yeah, I have a 5-minute buff on me.
Oh, that's neat. Well, that makes sense.
I didn't realize that's how hard you actually like, pick it up.
What a shame.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Woo.
We skipped that mechanic again. That's pretty crazy.
A lot of AoE on this first set.
There's none. We skipped it.
Okay, never mind.
It's literally not going to happen in the fight. It's crazy. This is not going to be a hard fight at all on Fortified.
Oops. I was slept. It's an accurate statement.
Yes, dude. Let's.
Wow, that's a lot of stuff.
54-second
What the
boss
fuck?
fight. Holy shit.
5 things.
Let's go, dude.
Oh, and grat size.
Wow, that's really good. What the hell?
Very good.
That's just like usually they're a little bit more like odd. What's that?
Taking that guy to the next dungeon.
Yep, taking him. Yep. All right, last one coming up here.
Destro legendary from before, and I got the AF conduit there.
There's another AF condo in the next dungeon. Pretty giga.
Oh, perfect. The turn in for this quest is right outside the dungeon.
So, Kim, you're kind of smoking me in single target and, like, definitely on AoE. Unless I have, like, cooldowns and, like, the mobs last a long time. But, like, in most situations, Demo's looking stronger than AF. I don't know when it gets, like, so.
He also has his legendary.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm wearing a legendary, but also the fight lengths in these M0s, my cooldowns are barely falling off by the time the bosses are dead, and it's very hard to compete with demonic tyrant.
Yeah, you're running consumption. I haven't checked your talents.
Like, as soon as my cooldowns fall off, I'm like fucking like crippled for the next like fucking minute and a half. I forget this flight path. I have to double back to go to the dungeon.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, last one coming up here, guys.
I mean, it's probably faster now to take the flight path from there.
And we'll be back tomorrow for some the leveling thing, and we'll see what happens. What would be a better covenant for Brewmaster doing mythics mostly, and some raiding would be done as Windwalker? Oh, I have no idea, dude. I barely know anything about Brewmaster, let alone Windwalker. I could not help you, my friend, unfortunately. I know the Windwalker in our guild likes Venthyr, because it's very easy to use and it's bursty, but I'm not sure past that.
Almost probably the strongest spec for like mythics and mythic pluses for Mortal. Just the way things like flow in a dungeon.
Oh man, I'm tired.
A lot of stacked cleave.
10:30. Yeah, especially with that pet thing you were talking about. That seems pretty good.
So, the House of Eyes has finally sent someone to kill me.
We needed someone back. I didn't realize he went to Orbos.
The horrors within these halls will make quick work of you. Stradama's plague will soon be mine.
Yeah,
Only one remaining.
These two are like a 7 iron away.
About 140 yards.
135, yep.
Oh, we went to the one in the same zone. You zoned into the dungeon before I even looked at my map, because I turned in the quest for this dungeon quest, and I was like, where did everybody go? I guess they hearthed, and I just hearthed. They're like already in the dungeon.
Yeah, they're really close. Fallen Crusader or Sanguination? Right now I have Fallen Crusader. It's probably going to be way better for damage and stuff, but I'm going to try Sanguination next week once we start doing Mythic Plus, because I think it's going to be pretty cool. Apparently, I don't know this for sure, but people are saying that Brindor's like refund thing, if the Sanguination buff is up, it applies extra runic power to that too, so that's pretty fucking wild if that's true. Although I don't know for sure. That probably, I don't know. I struggle to believe that's the case. But if it is, it's really cool.
Stitch them together.
See, that heal is so clutch, man. I went from being like half health to being
Out of
perfectly
the
fine.
root, like, directly.
It went from me having a lot of trouble to, oh, I'm healed up. Really nice. See, it did a good amount. 11k, that's pretty nuts.
Give me a hand, friend. Am I gonna have to do all the work? Help!
Guess I should have blood boiled there first. I was trying to build stacks, but didn't work.
Got nature damage buff for us
Oh, cool.
next 2 minutes.
You said nature damage?
Yeah, nature damage proc.
Corrosive gunk, yep.
I thought you meant like increases your nature damage, not it does nature damage. I was like, what's nobody in here does nature damage.
Intruders, you will be devoured whole. The disease spreads.
Another ability that you could Death's Advance and not get knocked back, pretty useful. We can banish this big one too when it comes out. I've been taking the Archer before the last boss here as my pet. That's a good option, I guess, yeah.
The slime protects me.
Oh. Would you recast it?
Oh,
Oh, I didn't know this.
we both keep casting it. F.
That's interesting. Didn't know it worked that way.
Yeah, it's the only way you can break a banish is by banishing it.
Well, I didn't know 2 warlocks could unbanish each other's though.
Yeah, me neither, actually.
Do I need those booties?
They're better stats for me, but if anybody else needs them.
Can do. Once I control it, all of Maldraxxus will pay for what
Actually,
they've done.
just keep it for the shard. That's actually worth more than just stupid stats.
Yesterday I got hit by that and I got knocked all the way down into that pack there. I was surprised.
That's interesting. That hill Z-axis is that wing buffet.
Yep.
That Warren Buffett.
Oh, yeah, that guy, yeah. What generation would you say he's from?
Oh God.
He's baiting you.
Just, yeah, I can grip it. Necroskull, welcome. Thanks for the sub. I like your name. Very DK, very DK-ish.
If you stand in here until you get 10 stacks, do you get the transformation to the abomination like you do outside?
Oh, I don't know.
That would be a good thing. It like slows you, it makes you shuffle around and stuff.
Wonderful! More test subjects! Unleash the plague borders!
Lassie.
Oh, yeah, good. We'll be in combat. Let's go back.
No.
Buck just subscribed. Welcome.
So like some people go down the middle, some people go right, some people go left. Last week we fought this stuff.
Yeah, I'm still on the fence about what I'm going to do here. This is a very odd dungeon for count, so I have to try different things, I feel like. You need a lot of trash in here.
I will dissect you myself!
His name is Virilax. You're using a legendary. Yep. Got the boots. Brindauer's Might. I like it. Very good.
I got damage reduction haste for 2 minutes. For us.
I'm not sure how many people know that when you kill these mobs, they spawn a thing that can be stepped on to kill, but last night we had it where somebody didn't know and they were sat back here trying to kill them, and I didn't realize that had happened. We ended up pulling it with the boss. Wasn't a problem, of course, but something to keep in mind if you're unaware of that. Those mobs that spawn there, you just step on them and they get one shot. If you do not, they turn into a real mob. Turn into like a new slime looking thing.
I think getting as much damage right here, Metro, is so important. Like lusting, having every cooldown, because when he jumps away,
Yep, definitely agree.
he'll start doing that slime. Yeah.
So I kind of like him jumping on top of us, honestly, because it feels like you can kind of set up your AoE a bit.
He just jumped far away right there. That's not normal, is it?
It's because we killed him. We pushed him so fast.
Oh.
He jumped again before we finished the first set of platforms. Yeah, I don't know who's over there, but you do not want to do that.
You can walk across the slime, it doesn't do that much damage.
Offensive? Oof.
My bad.
Haste reduction by 90%.
Oh, that's the thing I could have spelled, sorry. With spam dispelling, I wasn't even know what the things are.
Yeah, well, I had 2 of the ads as well, so there was a lot of debuffs.
What vile mixtures now course through your veins?
Anybody need help?
That is the plague.
So, in this area, I saw somebody run on the left side, like on the edge of the waterfall near that big dude.
Yeah, you suggested this last night. Show me how to do it, though, because there's all these tentacles here. I don't know what you would do.
We tried doing it, and every fucking tentacle pulled. It was the biggest bait
Yeah.
of my life.
See, the thing is, going left is nice, but...
I'm not sure how we didn't pull the tentacles.
Yeah, but listen, the left is nice, but there's actually more trash on the right, and you guys are going to be surprised at how much count you need in this dungeon.
What about this? Oh, there's even a tentacle all
Right
the way.
there, see? Yeah.
My bad, don't game comment. Let it come.
Yeah, like, I'm not sure how.
Hey, WoW Kid, what's up?
We're able to do it without pulling. Now that
OMC said the same thing, and so we were like, oh yeah, let's try to do that. And we literally just, it was not good.
Yeah,
So,
either
I don't
way...
know, I'm maybe we've added a tentacle or something since then, because we could not find a way to do it.
I think they did add a tentacle, it feels like.
Yeah, either way, you either need to go right or all. Like, you need all of this trash, unless you don't plan on skipping anything in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of count on the right up here.
It's just that this area is a fucking mess.
Yeah, definitely.
It's all hyper inefficient.
Yeah, none of it can really be dragged to other packs.
And even like those snipers, they're hard to move. Like,
Just bring 4 bombs.
But you see, there's mobs down there by where I marked the skull. Like, there's 3 more packs down there, and we need them for count.
really.
So going left is fine, but you're down probably 10-15% count if you do that.
What about that giant with the flesh giant in the middle? How much?
Yeah, I pulled that as well as this shit.
Holy crap.
The route I had been doing for 4 or 5 months, when I did it again, we had 70% count. The old route had 100%. So they buffed the fuck out of something and made it give no count. I don't know what they did, but it's crazy. Yeah, like watch, we skipped 2 whatever those dudes are, the prideful mobs, the one key on beta.
How much of the trash were you killing between the first and second box?
The same as I just did today, so very little.
I see. Good stuff in this game, nice.
Just finished watching your video on legendaries from yesterday. What did you end up choosing? Did you craft that one from Torghast? I did, yeah.
We pulled both sides of ambushers.
There's just the one in stealth right in front, yeah. It's tough. You'd have to pull that solo otherwise.
Oh, Vic, did you want the offhand?
I don't know what offhand you're talking about. I thought you I'm wearing
Go on here.
I just thought you said
Oh, I did, and then nobody said anything for a long time, so I just equipped it.
That shield ad is actually pretty interesting to steal because you can put the defensive up on the last boss.
you wanted it.
It was a little bit better stats.
Oh, you equipped it. Yeah, yeah. It's nice. A little bit better for me as well. I was just switching the proportions.
What happens when you finish letting her lock?
It's nothing. It's just a not even interruptible. I tried interrupting it. It doesn't give me the buff.
Your demise comes from the shadows. I will slay you where you stand. A single scratch is all it will take.
What's going on over there?
I had nothing to tag it with. It was like obstructed from my corruption.
Where you stand. My blade.
That's a good grip there. I like that.
You lend me a hand, friend?
No target has escaped me. Vengeance will be mine.
I still had that buff. I was wondering if I was going to get web wrapped.
I got some hands.
Wow, why is this guy dying so much? He's right there. Corruption.
Anyone need those hands?
You've already done your set of 5 minutes. Use them.
Who, me?
I'll trade you.
Yeah, on your DK.
Yep, yeah, I did it yesterday.
I'm surprised that we haven't seen a single boss that didn't drop any gear.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. It's like they put some kind of protection in from it. This happened last week. 2 or 3 groups and never saw one.
If it was like some protection, then it would just be better to do it.
Yep,
that way.
yeah, you would want at least one person to not.
Focusing the gear, like you can
Yeah.
just have only one person in the run who can receive gear, and you would just get it off every bot.
I picked up my BIS Legendary from Wrath of the Jailer earlier.
If I roll, I got
Oh.
140s.
Wrath of the Jailer,
So if you
interesting.
want to know if that's the case, you can find out.
Just a right away, sir.
All good, all
I could make you 151.
good. it.
Rise, servants of plague.
You do not really want to get those melee hits there. That's a lot of damage taken. Jesus, get that off the screen. Control 4.
Like Honored Maldraxi gives like 164 glows or something.
Yeah, no, it's fine. All gear will be replaced.
Just did this dungeon as my first mythic of the expansion. Felt like we were progression rating. Oh wow, really? What was giving you trouble?
Am I gonna have to do all the work? Help!
This pet is gonna fucking die. Yeah, the pet just died. What the hell? His infinite corruption, I guess. Man, your infinite corruption just killed my pet.
Get wrecked. Pad the meters.
It has a nice little shield that would be pretty good for this fight, I feel like.
Oh, you had the bulwark, boy?
Yeah, that was the bulwark. We dropped it a few times. AMS also prevents the accumulation of that. Slap. People getting slapped.
Offensively, cooldowning this fight feels like shit every time.
It does, because it never lasts long enough, right? Especially Bloodlust. My god, the cloaks. We got so many double items.
Anybody need a cloak?
I wouldn't mind having it just for when I'm not using this legendary if I switch to a different for the raid or whatever.
That is a good point he brings up there, though. I don't actually have anything that I could use in this boot slot.
Thank you so much.
I'd have to restore something, I
Yeah,
guess.
thanks for the carry, guys.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Big
That
thanks for
shit done.
bro. Yet another set of dungeons.
Like how we got like 15 cloaks and 30 bracers, but only one
Yep.
chest.
Mohammed Ahmad, welcome. Thanks for the sub.
Luckily, you can get him Residium next week, so.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what?
He's joking.
Okay.
Well, that went well. Guys leveling quick.
I only have 2 shitty pieces now. 151 chest and the 161 neck.
Guess we'll try this again. Oh, we have Dreamweaver as a follower too. Huh. That's weird. Wow. You got a lot of fucking people now. Oh, that's level 1 as well, Jesus. Doesn't look very good, honestly. I wonder what that looks like. It says I haven't collected the appearance, but I can't see what it is.
Oh, yeah, come on, so what enchants can you do? That are not epic crystals.
Cheapo enchants.
Wow, you only have 100 anima left, fuck.
Or like, I guess which enchants are like of the best ones actually do take epic
Jesus,
crystals,
that
so I know.
meat cache
There's
is terrible.
a ton of enchants in the guild bank, by the way.
Okay. So do all the best enchants for every slot take epic crystals?
No.
Rings take only blue crystals.
Yeah, rings only take blue crystals. Your bracer enchant takes the best spirit bracer enchants, so.
So what should we do here? Let's see. We gotta get some herbs. We gotta make some flasks. We need Widow Bloom.
Well, the chest enchants there's a number of options.
Yeah, there's either
I don't know what we should
30
focus on though.
flat
Getting
spec
flasks or getting
increase
ore.
all stats.
The legendary is also going to need to be made next week, and I don't have anywhere close to enough to get that going.
30 all stats,
I'd have to buy
or
one of the two. I can't do
an
both.
option of 20 int and 6%
So it's in the guild bank.
increase of mana pool.
Let's just go to Horg, I
Is that
think,
one
for a
also
bit.
an epic crystal, or is that
Yes, that's also an epic crystal.
No, I'm certainly not going to get on this one.
Or there's 20 int and spells and abilities, chance to deal additional shadow damage. For cloak, there's 30 stam or 20 stam, 30 avoidance, 20 stam, 30 leech, or 20 stam, 30 speed. And then there's
I have many lucky
your
things
ring
in my
enchantments, which are crit haste, mastery, burst. And those are blue
There's stuff to
crystals.
sell here, though.
The experts.
What's the max amount for the ring? Like the stat amount?
Are you going for Super Strain? Well, I've already crafted the boots, so I'll get Super Strain eventually for sure, but I'm focusing on the boots for now.
Many
God,
farewells.
there's so many cloak enchants per stam.
So the flasks are,
That's good for leveling up.
wow, 1.5k each. The herbs, that's a lot of
What about the
gold.
weapon enchants? Do you pick up
114 per herb. What the fuck?
Like celestial guidance.
Marrow root. That's almost as expensive as that herb.
No, Celestial Guidance is the only one that
32
doesn't
gold.
take
So we just gotta go farm this shit pretty much.
That's fine.
Which isn't a problem. I
Still
mean,
get
I'm
some
happy to do it.
healing.
There's
Keep
weapon
selling this cloth. We're pretty much getting it for free at this point.
increase your
Sell his
healing
meat.
received by
Doesn't really.
12%.
Probably doesn't really sell, honestly.
There's a cost of burst of healing on your target of your helpful spells.
Well, they should probably
ability
save the meat,
healing
though.
For 1,200 split evenly among nearby allies.
Yeah, it's just better for it to give me int because it'll boost both the healing and the damage.
Lightless
Wow, that's
force,
a lot.
which is like shadow damage, infernal cone, and then there's sinful, which is make enemies suffer additional.
These are all
6%
pretty useless
damage
potions.
for 10 seconds.
Let's see what's in the bank, though. It's crazy how quick that cloth sells, though.
What's the cheap bracer enchant? The not epic crystal bracer enchant?
Yeah, the cheap one is
Oh, there's a lot of herbs. Holy shit.
it's just 3 dust.
Who put those in? Naya. Damn.
Could you send me the cheap bracer and whatever goes on gloves?
Sure.
I'm not worried about these blues. I'll replace them soon.
Wait, what was that?
So it's only neck.
Oh, Rising Glory. Good, we need that,
chest,
too.
Bracers, gloves, and cloak, right?
No neck.
Oh, there's nothing on neck. Good. But everything else I listed was the total. There's nothing else.
What we should definitely do is make a ton of these.
Glove enchant for us is gathering.
You should make a
Oh, is
ton
it
of
not a
these.
craft one?
No.
Or are they oils?
Only gathering for whatever reason. This expansion.
So I guess I just need a bracer enchant until I get worthy chest piece. Or I guess cloak as well. I don't have a cloak enchant in the guild bank. Except for stamina, but I'm not putting that on there.
Hey, so the healers, are you guys actually going to use the embalmer's oil, or are you just going to use the offensive oil?
Oh yeah, definitely embalmers.
Probably just the offensive. Just for damage checks.
I mean, I guess it depends on other classes. I don't know what, but the potion of sacrificial anima seems really good for disc, and that requires the embalmer's oil to get the benefit from it. I guess you don't have to use it, but it seems good.
I do like Shadowlands, yes. I do very much. It's a lot of fun.
You wouldn't use Phantom Fire with Shadow Core Oil as disc.
It doesn't transfer to atonement, it's just damage.
Right.
I mean, the damage
But you're
is good.
doing damage that would proc your potion damage.
Right, but the potion damage will not heal any players for any amount.
Right, but I mean, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, you got to use a mana pot in combat now.
What do you mean?
Depends. Is there like a replenishment pot in the 6-pack?
Yeah, that's the one he was talking about. It's buffed substantially.
There's one that is the just regular mana pot, and there's one that's the sit down and drink pot, but there's one that makes your next 4 spells or abilities consume life instead of health, or instead of mana. And it consumes 5% of your life instead of 7 if you use the embalmer's oil.
You're gonna give 20% of your health for mana?
Yeah. Well, no, 20% of your health instead of the next 4 spells mana costs. So, like where Radiance costs 3,200.
What's your next mythic? We're done. That was it for tonight. Just gonna hang out for a bit, do these, make these oils and
And it
shit.
works synergistically with
Probably go do some herbing.
because you're healing yourself. Like it's leech, and leech has always been good for healers. That's for sure. Like leech is better for healers than for any other role. So, I mean, I know they don't call it leech, but that's effectively what it is.
I don't know. I'm not big enough brain to know if that's like actually like
I mean,
crazy
I don't
or not.
know if it's the right choice, but all I know is that the other choice is no benefit to healing whatsoever, and like we're not
Right.
Yeah.
like world first mythic 2 healing trying to kill a boss without a
Well,
phase.
no,
or
we're
something.
gonna be overhealing like everything.
Yeah, that's fine.
We have
So-
2 disc, a holy, a druid, a restless shaman,
And
and
if it's like super easy and
sometimes
we're
a holy
overhealing and all that
paladin.
kind of stuff, then I wouldn't be using a mana pot anyway. And like,
True.
it's like, is it worth using damage potions on something so easy that you don't need anything
Right.
as a healer? Maybe as damage healers, but not as healer. I don't know.
I mean, if it's something that's really easy healing wise
Hard
and hard damage wise.
Yeah, if you're like trying to make a enrage or something, then fine. But it's gonna be a rare occasion, I think. It's just a cool thing that you can switch to it. It's like you don't have to always use the Shadow Core oil, but you could. I could pull one out of the guild bank for an enrage.
Yeah, exactly.
Or whatever. I don't know. I'm talking about guild bank. I could just make them.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a bunch, so I was just making sure. I'll probably make like 3 to 1 of the Shadow Core to the Embalmer's oil then.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many people are gonna use it. Maybe I'll be the only one. I don't care. I can make my own. They're pretty cheap.
Yeah, it's just 2 Death Blossom, which I have so many of.
Yeah, when I was leveling my herbalism and mining, I got like 2 stacks of each of the ore, or besides the blue ore, the green and the white ore, and like a stack and a half of Death Blossom, which was like 50% more than the other one, whatever it was, the Virgil's Touch. So it was definitely like a lot more Death Blossom than anything else in that zone. Or in every zone, I guess. It's just the zone I did it in. But...
Okay, well, I think I'll just end the stream anyway since there's nothing else to do tonight. So, thanks for watching, guys. We'll be back tomorrow with the leveling thing we were talking about. No spec warrior. I'm going to try that out, see what happens with Shadowlands content. Hopefully it'll be interesting. And then I imagine we'll be doing another round of zeros tomorrow evening. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.